Yeah. Who's going to control the phone calls?
You are now live.
Cool.
Live? Call person.
You'll be phone call person? All right, switch this here. Live, YouTube and Facebook? All right, what up Twitter? What is up Instagram? We're good. We're good. Hey everybody, thank you so much for being here with me. Big day for us as we are starting to ship Empathy Wines Rosé, and that's what today's about. I'm gonna do a couple things today on this live session. I'm going to first watch a clip from a LinkedIn post that is now, what are we at, 3 million? 3.1 million organic reach on LinkedIn. One thing that I keep trying to tell everybody here is that LinkedIn organic reach is through the roof and a lot of you should be using it. And I highly recommend you be doing more of that. I've been taking my own advice and I've been doing that. And I've been leaning in pretty heavily. And we've been seeing some real results. What's up Instagram, what's up Twitter, YouTube and Facebook. So right now what I'm first gonna do is create some content while I pour myself some Empathy Rosé. Nora, John and Nate are here from the Empathy team. Nora's deep in the Instagram comments of the and Twitter for the CMing of the right hooks that I threw today. We're really excited about it. And this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna actually do some phone calls, but there's a toll booth for them tonight. We'll get to phone calls later after I do this LinkedIn post. What I'm about to do is film myself answering statements or questions from this very viral post. And Rog, you're gonna type in my answers. I wanna do more engagement on LinkedIn, but I want more thoughtful engagement. But as you guys see, when I reply, it's always me. They're very quick and short. So now we're gonna go a little bit deeper. There's a thoughtfulness to LinkedIn. So Rogov is gonna read me some of his favorite comments. I'm gonna reply, he's gonna answer. We're gonna film it, probably turn it into some more content, very meta. And then I'm gonna go into Q&A. Here's how you, social media, can be on Q&A today. If you go to empathywines.com right now and order a case subscription, so that's 720 bucks. It's a case of the rosé, the white and the red. $40 wine for 20 bucks. What I think is the single best deal in wine. We've spent years working on this. You can give it as gifts. You can give it to clients. You can use it for parties. But if you go and order right now on empathywines.com, the case order subscription, those orders will come in on Empathy Wines and Nate will dial your number and I will answer your question. It's as simple as that. Tonight's your night to get your questions answered. You get $720 worth of wine along with it. Obviously I think that's a lot of money, so if you don't need the wine, don't drink 3 cases of wine a year or don't have a way to give away wine as clients or gifts, then you should probably not do it. Though I guess I'm worth 720 bucks for an answer. You think so, Babin? Yeah. Thank you, brother. But if you do drink wine at all, if you do buy $8 to $15 wine, they'll jump up to 20, or by the way, if you drink $20 to $40 wine, or by the way, if you drink Whispering Angel, we've destroyed Whispering Angel. That is my plan. I don't know if it's your guys' plan.
The Angel Killer.
The Angel, we're clipping wings, was what I would say. What's going on with the blind tasting? Because I know we haven't done enough, we need to do more, right? Here's one thing, Babin, that I would definitely want to do with my influencer team. We need to DM more people to come through the office and film just blind taste. I expect 3 people a day just coming through, so let's organize that. I really want to do that. We're gonna give Whispering Angel some business and buy a bunch of bottles. I just want blind taste all day. Because I know the first time Empathy won 7 out of 8. Then the second day was more like 3 and 3.
We're at about 4 out of 5 people are choosing.
I really want to just go to like Times Square and just do it. Go to jail, be viral. Babin gets arrested.
Great.
Instagram, what up? Thank you so much. Twitter, thank you so much for being here. Big ups to everybody, love you back. Big shout out to Facebook and YouTube. Let me recap one more time if you're just joining. We're gonna go on. Actually, I'm gonna bring somebody on. I like bringing people on Instagram on the live because it updates. One thing, guys, that I highly recommend is bringing people on to your Instagram live because it updates every time you join somebody back to the population, which makes more people tune in. So I think it's a really smart move to have people join your live as a kind of hack for more awareness that you're on live. Hello? Watch my number go from 1651. Hello? Are you there? What up, Eat Local NYC, all right? She left, but I'm back to 3,600. That's what happens. Actually really works. What up, everybody? All right, I'm getting into it. We're gonna do the LinkedIn answers first. Then we're gonna do phone calls to anybody who orders a Club Empathy. And then if nobody orders a Club Empathy, I'm gonna just put this corkscrew right through my fucking eye. Raghav?
First,
Empathywines.com, Club Empathy, order it, I will answer your question.
if the most talented employees...
Actually, play me the original clip.
Yeah, we should do that first. Should I put this in front?
Dude, this fucking wine's good. Like, that's been like the funniest part about this whole project, is how bad of a wine Nate and Trouty and Nora were gonna make, and then I came to the blending session late on the flight and saved the day. They were about to make something, I mean, some Franzia shit. Most important thing for speed for your company and your service is your internal culture. Yes. The number one thing that will make your company go fast is continuity and lack of politics. Yep. Which means we are on the dawn of the era where emotional intelligence is about to become the single most important trade. Truth. That skills through technology growth will continue on a daily basis to be commoditized. But your emotional capabilities to interact with others will become a very, very important trade. I highly recommend. How many people here have a company with more than 10 people? Raise your hand. Take this one thing away from me. You better go home and audit every single employee you have, and you better figure out which employee makes the other employees miserable. I don't give a shit if it's your number one salesperson, your best developer, or your co-founder. What up, Hammy? Cancer spreads. With cancer and politics comes lack of speed. 1 second, brother. Your company will get much slower because people are sitting around debating how miserable they are or worried to have meetings with other individuals. Your company will get slow in a world where the speed of product output, features, and how you interact with your customers. This is the most real shit ever. So I implore a tech-centric, financial-centric, what up, Katie Jones? Room like this to go home and get really in tune with their feelings. In my company, did you have to edit it for LinkedIn? The number 2 person is not the CFO or Censored. The CEO. Does it do it automatically or we did it? Excuse me. The number 2 person after me. And it's a good video. Claude Silver. No wonder fucking 3 million people decided to see it. She's the head of HR. What up, Fresh? What you want. I'm paused? It is no question the biggest variable to our success. Am I paused? It is never, I don't think so. And I mean ever, been more important for you to care about the internal feelings. Culture. Let me tell you how you do not build culture. Frozen? You do not build culture by having free snacks in your cafeteria. Let me tell you how you do not build culture. You do not build culture by having a foosball table or open seating. Dude, this guy's funny. You build culture by actually talking to people one by one and understanding what they care about. And what you will learn is some people want money, and some people want time with their family, and some people want title, and some people want creativity. This is good shit. And it is your job. How many people are the CEO of their company? Twitter, what up? It's your job to know every single one of those things about every single person every single day. Because 23-year-old every time Sally I don't know, and there's now we're at 1,000 and I don't know, I feel vulnerable as fuck. 34 wants different. I'm like listening to this ecosystem I'm talking to myself, and I recognize the vulnerability in it. Elements that will drive our business. This is why anybody who's watching this right now, if you have less than 50 fucking employees, you have no fucking excuse. Know everything about all of them. That's how I built the foundation of this. Decade. Thank you. That's a beast. So that crushed. All right, now let's get into the feedback. Did we have pushback? Like a lot of pushback?
Some.
Yeah, can't wait.
Some.
You're gonna ask me something about?
Yeah.
I want some challenges. Let's go, fucking. I'll go off. You think I'm fucking scared?
On both sides.
I don't hear it either way. Go ahead.
If the most talented employees in an organization are toxic,
yes,
who's actually responsible for creating that culture that leads them to be toxic? You talk about firing the toxic employee, but is that curing the symptom or the illness? Well, when you ready? Yeah. Ready to type? Yeah. Yep. Well, first and foremost, there's only one person it can be other than them, and that's you.
So the reality is either you are always going to be the issue and over time you'll realize that, or it's them. So whose responsibility is it? Their past experiences, their parents, their DNA, their circumstances, or actually it's you.
By you mean the boss?
You, the owner, the boss. Like if this is being asked by somebody who's a middle manager, then the whole thing's broken. If you noticed, I was talking to the CEO or owner of the company. If you're a middle manager, if you're like an upper manager, if Andy, who manages Team Gary, has got the problem, that's me or it's you who works for Andy. He's stuck, he's in the middle. This video was very specific to business. Notice how I talked over it just now and said 50 people, that's on you. So I'm speaking to business owners, founders, or CEOs who have full control. And if it's you that's the problem, over time that will expose itself because you'll have a revolving door. All right, while you're typing that, I'll just engage here a little bit with Twitter and Instagram. Baseball tournament directors are ruining baseball. My dude, come on. What up, everybody? Taking questions if you go to empathywines.com and order the club Empathy, and I will absolutely ask your question. So repeating that for everybody who's just joining, if you go to empathywines.com right now and order club Empathy, I will call you and answer your question. Right, Nate? 0 orders so far?
Couple 3-packs.
Couple 3-packs, which I appreciate. Thank you so much from everybody. But if you order the case recurring, that is a guaranteed phone call. And if nobody orders the case, we will go to the people who ordered 3-packs and call them. Okay. But guaranteed to get in before the end of the night if you order the case subscription. The real question is how many people right now on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook buy 36 bottles of wine a year? And the biggest thing I hear from a lot of people like, Gary, I only drink, rosé and red, so I don't want to order the subscription. I'm like, dude, give away the 12 bottles of white. I mean, the math, if you just buy the rosé, and it's $7 more, right, on the 3-pack? It's 27. What's the 6-pack? 25. Like, my thing is like at 27 versus 20, you're better off just like buying the whole subscription than buying 27 and 27. How much is 27 times 12? 240 plus 84, 332, 664. My math is much better than yours, Babin. 664 versus 720. So the delta's small.
I don't know what you were trying to do just there, but I agree.
Yeah. Well, I guess later on, actually, it's 480 versus 720 if you wait to the end. Guys, what we're doing is after subscriptions are all, after the wines are all released, then you can buy them a la carte. But for now, it's a subscription. Anyway, real quick, if you go to empathywines.com right now and order a case subscription, Nate's getting in the orders right now. We will call you and answer your question here tonight. Better than spending 12,000 bucks on 4Ds and getting your question asked by me. Just saying. Listen, I mean, you get a lot more with 4Ds. But you get fucking wine with this, D-Rock. All right, go ahead.
It's a nice thought, but if this advice was followed, then companies like Apple would have removed their CEOs and possibly would have never become the business juggernauts that they became. In some cases, toxic people definitely need to be removed, but organizations also have to figure out how to keep difficult people while containing the fallout and minimizing their negative impact on their coworkers. The big question is, who decides how to discourage that behavior, and is anyone above the law in your company? Yeah, so I think that's fine. You can reply, that's fine, and I respect that point of view, and it's a sound point of view. A couple things on using Apple as an example. That is where the founder and CEO was not necessarily the most culturally awesome person. And for anybody who's that, she or he has that right. There are plenty of people that have gone on to build successful businesses on the back of that. However, that is also looking at the past, not looking at the current or the future. My big question is, how many of those amazing executives that changed the course of Apple would have stayed if it wasn't 1991 and 1984 instead of 2018 when the temperature of our society has clearly changed? Thank you, D-Rock. One of the biggest reasons I get a lot of pushback is people point to the past when I'm auditing the current with anticipating the future. The biggest debate that I have with so many people in the media world, around the housing thing, around my ideas, around this Apple point, is what would Steve Jobs' day-to-day look like in today's macro culture? I mean, I think Elon Musk is
is a butterfly compared to what you hear about Steve Jobs, and people have a lot of cynicism to the way he rolls. Well, what kind of cynicism would be put on Steve Jobs in today's environment? That's like saying, like, you know, think about all the cultural things we accepted in 1964 that we don't accept today. Thank you, D-Rock. We got a club order? Well, let's call that person. They deserve it right away. Club orders coming through. You're getting phone calls first, then jumping to LinkedIn. Anybody who's ordering 3-pack subscriptions right now, which thank you very much, we will get to you next if we don't have that many club orders. We're getting some of those 3-pack orders, right? Yeah.
Please enjoy this Verizon ringback tone while your party is reached.
This is awesome. By the way, I really appreciate the support on empathy. If I brought you any value ever, ordering a 3-pack means the world to me.
Hello.
Hello, James. This is Gary Vaynerchuk from Empathy Wines, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your Club Empathy subscription.
Hey, Gary. You know what, man? I just love everything you got going on. And first of all, I want to introduce myself. I'm Christos Zizov's baby brother.
I apologize. It cut off on me. One more time. Whose baby brother are you?
I'm Christos Zizov's baby brother.
Get out of town. That's amazing. It's a real pleasure, brother.
Hey, man. I just got to tell you, man, like, the pleasure's all mine. You know, I just love it. Like, my heart's beating like from here to the moon right now. Like, I just, you know, I've been doing my business now for 16 years, and I just celebrated 16 years last month, and, like, you know, just, you know, having my daily V every day kind of gets me through everything, and I just want to thank you for that. You know, one of the things that I love the most is when you share your story about the Jets sweater. And in first grade, I wanted to be Hulk Hogan, and my mom actually made my Hulk Hogan costume instead of buying it for me. And, you know, so it's just a lot of similarities. And, you know, like I said, I'm not going to lie. I'm just, like, really nervous right now talking to you.
Man.
Not going to lie.
I'm super flattered. Don't even worry. Like, get unnervous.
You know,
I don't mean shit.
You know. So, you know what? You know, it's just a lot of similarities. You know, my parents are off the boat. My dad's from Macedonia. My mom's from Greece. They, you know, their villages are, you know, an hour and a half apart, but yet they met in Rochester, New York. And
that's amazing.
And myself and my brother are the byproducts of my grandparents and my parents, and it's just so cool that I share a lot of similarities, like with someone like yourself, you know, and vice versa. And
I appreciate it, brother. Is there anything I can answer for you while we're on the phone?
I'll be honest with you. You answer a lot of my daily questions all the time, and I have a million questions for you, but at this moment, I can't even think of one. I'm not going to lie.
Send me an email if something pops up. You know, it's funny. I talk often about, like, giving without expectation, and, like, all the content I put out, all this, like, Nate, Trouty, Nor, and I, we have 24,000 cases to sell of this wine. We've sold, like, 6,000. 5,000. We have 25,000 cases to sell. We've been pushing hard for 4 months and we sold 5,000. So you can imagine it's such an uphill battle, right? Like, I'm in a place in my career where, like, sitting here for the next 3 hours trying to sell a couple of cases here and there, like, I'm putting in the work. And so, like, even though you give a lot, like, the level of gratitude I have, brother James, like, the level of gratitude I have right now that you bought these 3 cases means the world to me. I mean it. Like, I think people are very confused about what it means to live in the dirt. Like, I still live in the dirt. My ambitions are in the clouds. But I sit here tonight on a Monday night at 9:22 p.m. with, like, in a lot of people's eyes, the world in my hands, and I'm sitting here hustling to sell wine, to provide value, to answer questions. You'd be stunned. As much as you're nervous to talk to me, if you felt the warmth in my soul right this second, bro, I've been on live for about 15 minutes. I put out the most content, engage the most, do the most, all for free, and you're the only person so far that has ordered a Club Empathy. For the tens of thousands of people that are watching.
I couldn't do it fast enough, man. You know, and they call me Jimmy Z, and that's my restaurant's name is Jimmy Z's. It's in Brockport, New York, and and that's just you know, and like I said, 16 years of the grind, and you know, and third generation in the business, and you know, and like I said, just I spoke where I'm in a college town, and I spoke to these kids, and I'm like, 16 years ago I was doing this to spread the name, and now I said, how many people here didn't know who I was before I walked in here? And only one hand raised that didn't know who I was, and I said, but I'm still here even though you guys know who I am, because you guys, there's people that gave me the opportunity to make it this far, and now it's my duty, my civil duty to teach you everything that I've taught, and the same person that took their time and the time you take every day, bro. I love you for that. And you know what, man? I have, like I said, I'd love to drop you an email.
Please.
Please. And go ahead.
Answer. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. It really does. And by the way, like what's most exciting about this is like the wine, people are gonna give it to people. First of all, the rosé thing is huge for me because I think we made the best rosé. So I think our world's about to change next week when people start tasting it. So I'm
not giving away the rosé because that's my favorite. The wine, the red and the white. The red and the white's gonna go. But yeah, man, I had an awesome documentary made for the 16-year anniversary and got a lot of local flavor. Hopefully, I want to email you a link to that. Hopefully, if you have 23 minutes to watch it, that would mean the world to me. And
23 minutes. You better buy fucking 5,000 cases of Club Empathy for 23 minutes. I'll do my best. I'm gonna make D-Rock watch it, and then he'll give me the cliff notes.
Listen, that's fine, and hopefully one day we can watch a Jets game together and drink some beers in New York.
I love it, brother. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Take care. By the way, I also want to say this because it's a caveat. For as much of like the sob story and like the guilt trip of this, I mean this with the bottom of my heart. If you don't drink 3 cases of wine, if you can't figure out how to give it away, if you like have no use for it, $720 is a lot of money. I expect everybody should be pouring that back into their own businesses. You know, buying D-Rock's kit that he promotes super well. Like, you should be doing whatever you want that's best for you. And I love life so much. Point being, that was just more of a shout out for D-Rock's kit and the brass, both. It was like an amazing feeling. You won twice. I don't expect shit. It's unbelievable. Like, living without expectations is unbelievable. But if you buy 3 cases of wine a year, that's between 15, if it's even 15, because I'll take that delta on the $5 at like fucking Costco. Like if you're buying your fucking wine at Albertsons and you're buying $20 horse shit, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you don't sign up for Club Empathy. If you somehow have consumed a fuckload of my content for free and equally buy $20, $15, $22, $27 horse shit at fucking Bevmo or Total Wine and you're not buying Club Empathy, you're a fucking dick face. Rogoff, let me answer a question. And Nate, how many?
Calls to get to.
Are we getting some Club Empathies now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really? The plea worked. I love you guys so much. Go ahead. Let me answer some LinkedIn, then we'll bounce out. Guys, on a serious note, and I'm pumped because a bunch you just ordered, it means the world to me. We're going to, by the way, at this point, I would probably not order 3 bottles if you expect to get in the queue because enough Club Empathies are coming in that's gonna take me too long.
14 people.
Yeah, 14 people. I've got 2 more hours here between answering LinkedIn and being long-winded. I don't want to bullshit anybody. Do not order 3 bottles anymore if you're expecting to get into the calls. We're going to only do the calls, but I'm going to get to everybody who buys Club Empathy. If you're buying 3 cases tonight, I'm fucking calling you. So, but real quick on no bullshit, we made a fucking rosé that people, like I think, by the way, if you bought it and a bunch you bought prior, please share your tasting notes on video next week or this week. We're shipping 1,000 orders tomorrow.
We'll be shipping more than that this week.
But tomorrow 1,000.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video?
What video?
The Whispering Angel?
No, you guys made a video?
Yeah.
You post on social?
It's unlisted through emails. The big like public push is tomorrow.
Cool, should I watch it?
Preview?
Yeah, let's preview for these fuckers. Isn't that ready?
No, I can get it.
Okay, go. Does he have it?
Oh, there you go. Bang.
Okay, let's go. Is this it?
I'm already a very naturally selective person, so now I'm just kind of like, I gotta sip it like 10 more times to even be sure. Thank you.
Hold on, I gotta watch this.
Empathy. Wait, this is you guys. No.
D-Rock, I mean, John, come on, you suck. What are you doing? Get out of here, get out of here. All right, guys, you're seeing it first.
Dang. I'm already a very naturally selective person, so now I'm just kind of like, I gotta sip it like 10 more times to even be sure.
Oh, you can't really see it, huh?
On a Sunday when I don't have anything on my calendar, that could be a several bottle day. I'm normally a red and rosé girl, so this is perfect for me.
Up until a couple of months ago, until I went to the Rosé Mansion, I wouldn't have said that rosé was my go-to wine, but it is now.
I think you can drink rosé year-round. You know, obviously it is pretty bomb.com during the summer, but it's great all the time if you ask me.
I do like wine. I like it a lot, and as I get older, I appreciate it more. More on the sweet side, also more bubbly.
The biggest preconceived notions about rosé, probably the biggest one is that it has to be really cheap and that it has to be drunk within a couple minutes of you buying the bottle.
Rosé's always all year. Like, I feel like
This goes out tomorrow?
Like the hair's all year, the rosé.
What up, Samir?
Is this number one?
That's number
Eddie,
one.
I'm going to.
It's gorgeous. Number one. It's a lot pinker.
Thank you so much,
that
Awaken.
means like the great
What up, Hayden?
skin was in it longer. Is that what that means? Kind of more of like a peach, and I'd say this one's more of like a pinky sort of color.
This looks more like the type that I'm used to drinking. So we'll see if it tastes a little bit better than that guy.
All the way in the glass, right? Because I learned this during the video last week. Oh, that's pleasant.
The nose is more obviously fruitier. It's like more explosive.
He didn't know, right?
More in your face.
I feel like this one is a little bit tangier
That's
than
huge.
the first one, like in smell-wise.
Dude,
Okay.
we fucking made a good wine,
Interesting.
man.
It smells kind of minerally, really fresh. Almost
I'm a little bit
like
nervous
a,
about We're doing the white blend
down
Thursday?
softener type
Can't wait.
freshness.
That goes down easily. That could be dangerous. On a Sunday that I don't have anything on my calendar, that could be a several bottle
I'm buying the 6
day.
now. I want to
Sunday
go
Funday
live.
Rosé for
King
sure.
Boris, it's
Oh,
only
like the
12. Don't buy
classy
6.
bottle. You know what I mean? Like,
It feels
Oh,
like-
Hammy TV's
I
in.
think it
Love you,
matches,
Hammy.
Like, it matches the color. You know, I would expect that from this. Yeah, like cranberry, cherry. There's almost like a Jolly Rancher S quality. to the
Ah,
nose.
he's using the
It's
fucking.
definitely more forward.
My Library TV
That's
changed the
sweet.
game.
And I
Just
feel
saying.
like it has a good finish too.
Just saying.
It doesn't leave my mouth too like the tannins.
I'm already a very naturally selective person, so now I'm just kind of like, I gotta sip it like 10 more times to even be sure.
Do I have to make those bird sounds? Are you supposed to make bird sounds when you're...
Not too sweet, but sweet enough.
Thank you, Mac.
I feel like pressure's
What up,
on.
Detroit
Me
Groomin'?
personally, I like this guy right here.
I could definitely drink both on a Sunday fun day, rosé day. But I think that I would probably repurchase like a case of this one.
Do you have a preference between the two?
I would say the dinner wine because I'm just a huge dinner person. I'm a huge foodie.
If I had to pick a preference, just because 2 has more personality and more, there's more there, I would probably go with 2.
I feel like a kid on Christmas morning. No wrong answers, but this was the right answer.
Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll.
Instagram's been
Empathy
wonky.
wines.
Nice.
Oh, empathy.
Trouty was so pumped.
Because of the exact reason why I thought. It's because it's less fruity and drier, and that's just my personal taste. I knew it.
I knew it.
Whispering Angel, can someone give me a drum
Whispering
roll?
Angel?
I
She
just
picked
want
Whispering
this to be
Angel?
Thank you. Empathy. Wait, this is you guys. No? Yes! And what's this? Whispering Angel, never heard of it? I don't even like you, so
See ya.
this is great. Look at it.
She picked. She's so awesome too. She's so awesome. She picked Whispering Angel. Why? I have to watch her whole footage.
She was a huge Whispering Angel fan before.
Oh, good for her.
She knew it.
That's kinda cool.
She almost called it blind.
Yeah.
Good for her. All right. LinkedIn. All right, let me catch up, everybody. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Gonna be on for another 2 hours. Tell your friends, share the videos, share. We are answering people's questions. If you order Club Empathy, the 3 cases, 1 of rosé, 1 of white, 1 of red on reorder. How many orders do we have of that right now?
15 to 20.
15 to 20, so we have a bunch of phone calls to get to. We're also answering a viral post on LinkedIn that got 3 million views. I just watched a video earlier. If you're catching late, I'm answering questions about company culture, and we're answering questions Rogoff's answering for me in the comments, which we do sometimes.
There's a lot of truth in your statement, and I've spent a better part of a year interviewing for jobs in person and over the phone. One question that I always got consistently was, how would I judge my ability to work with others and resolve conflict in the office? How do you think about doing that?
You know, I just think about I think if you're answering it for interview purposes, you speak your truth, and I would give it an answer that both shows when you did it well, and once that showed that it didn't do well. I think interviewers and people in companies are starting to really enjoy truth, And the reality is people are so full of shit in the interview process, and they're the complete PR version of themselves. I'm looking at everybody here who I hired. They were all full of shit on like what they said in the interview process. They just like, I'm just kidding. First of all, I didn't hire everybody. Second of all, like, I never care. I just go on gut. But most places love the value of somebody speaking their truth and value that. And so I would give an answer of when you've done it well and when you haven't done it well. On the conflict front, I think that you want to get hired by somebody who's not scared of you saying when you drop the ball. I love that. I love that. What up, Instagram? Can you give an update, Nate, on what's going on with the international? People are asking about UK, Canada. Just like, let's shoot it straight. Where are we in the international place?
We have a fun thing going for Australia, New Zealand, Singapore.
Right, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore. Big news for you. VaynerMofo, VaynerMofo.com is going to be the exclusive provider of empathy. That's right. If you're watching right now from Singapore, Australia, or New Zealand, what are those, like 12 hours ahead? Usually, like, so it's in the morning. Great news. New Zealand, Australia, Singapore are going to be 3 of the markets that are going to have it first. We're shipping containers there now, or soon. Soon.
3 weeks.
VaynerMofo's CEO was here. We filmed together. So Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore. VaynerMofo.com is going to be one of the few places in the world with empathy. I'm fired up about it. Get ready for that. Next.
Canada is tough.
Canada's tough.
But
we're hacking. We're submitting. Like, if everything went perfect, Canada's what? January?
A couple months away.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Shipping direct from us with a high cost, or through their stores, or consignment? Okay, next.
UK and Europe, we don't have.
We have no solution for UK, Europe.
At the moment, we're working on that.
So look, if you're watching and you're an entrepreneur right now, and it's late, fuck, it's like 5 hours. Yeah, it's like 2 in the morning, but like nonetheless, if you happen to be in UK or Europe, and you have a way to buy 1,000 cases, we'll give you a deal, obviously, and you want to be the purveyor in Germany, in London, in all of Europe, in Russia, you know, whatever it is, this is a huge opportunity to collaborate. So if you're a business, you have to be a big fucking business. But you know, like if you're a huge retailer in the UK and you happen to be watching right now, the CEO, like you never know, like stuff travels. Somebody can clip this and forward it to Berry Brothers, or to, you know, just a supermarket chain, or who the fuck knows. People are smart, like entrepreneurs are smart. Somebody be really smart to email me, Gary@VaynerMedia.com, on a 1,000 case order in a country. We'll figure it out. If you want to get ridiculous, if you're a billionaire and you're watching and you want it exclusively for your, I met a billionaire the other day that like owns an amazing hotel in like Granada, and I was like, if he's watching right now and he wants 1,000 cases for his hotel in Granada, like, talk to me, 1,000 cases, and you're in the mix. All right,
China.
Let's call.
Beth, this is Beth's 7th order.
7th order. Have we talked about before? Let's hit her up.
I mean, she bought 3 more clothes.
Go ahead. We have a secret canned project, right? Is that gonna happen? I know, I'm just letting you know. It's secret. We have a lot of shit going on. Justin Dry, gave you some love.
Hello.
Hello, Beth.
Hey, Gary, Beth Azor, commercial real estate, South Florida.
I know who you are, Beth. You're the best. I fucking love you. Thank you so much for supporting us. It means a lot. Are you giving this as gifts?
Yeah, I need to talk to Nate. This last order I need to send to someone else, and I didn't, you know, I was doing it fast, so I didn't want to put the whole other address.
You can always place another one. Beth, I love you. Anything I can answer for you while I got you?
Yeah, quick. The new DMBs, what percentage of them are going to open bricks and mortar? Obviously, that's important in my world.
I apologize. One more time?
Digital native brands, what percentage are going to open bricks and mortar?
A ton. If I'm you, I'm following TechCrunch and Recode and seeing every direct-to-consumer brand that has raised a Series C, which means they're probably getting between 40, 30, 50, 60, 70 million in cash.
Yep.
And I'm literally emailing them saying, if you want to expand into retail, every DTC brand, when it hits scale, becomes like Warby Parker and starts thinking about actual retail after they've saturated the internet and Amazon. So look for Series C funded consumer packaged good DTC brands. I think you'll find enormous fruitfulness.
Fabulous. All right, guys. Good luck the rest of the night.
You're the best, Beth. Thank you for your support.
All right, bye.
She's amazing. Let's do one more call and then we'll get the Rog off. Let me update Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. If you go to empathywines.com right now and order Club Empathy, that's a case of each of the rosé, white, and red. We haven't even talked about the concierge service that comes with Club Empathy. Nora, are you getting hit up or people are still like, don't really realize it's so real? Tanner? It's awesome. It's delayed a little bit in Texas, right?
Hello, this is Tanner.
Tanner, it's Gary Vaynerchuk.
What's up, Gary? How are you?
Life is good, brother. Thank you so much for the support. It means the world to me.
No problem. I bought it the last time you threw the right hook, and the last time we met was in Dallas about 3 years ago.
Where?
And,
Remind me, Tanner. Where?
I traded you some Cowboys tickets for 10 minutes of your time.
Dude, that was the fucking best, bro. I remember that like yesterday. I really appreciate that. I was with my mom and dad, and you were awesome.
And AJ.
And AJ, and I remember you like yesterday. It's great to connect again, and I can't thank you enough for supporting this project. It means the world to me.
Hey, anytime. Yeah, whenever we spoke then, I was talking about wanting to put my art on wine labels. And I'll tell you, I have that video, and then I just put it out on YouTube actually today of me and you talking about that. But I'm also pitching Empathy Wines, putting my hearts, which now I'm getting, 20, 30, 40,000 for my heart paintings. And I would love to do a little, since we met December 2015, and I was doing about 100,000 in sales on my paintings at the time. And last year I did over 650,000 of my own paintings.
And what do you attribute to the growth?
Man, I went all in on me. My gallery, we were doing bad when I was trying to represent a bunch of artists, and I just couldn't keep up because I was pretty much a one-man shop, maybe two men. I had one part-time guy, I guess, but then my business partner left because he started losing money after he made all his money, and he left, and so I went all in on me. I invested my last 10 grand of credit card, into the business, into a show in New York, actually, which I'll be in New York next week for one of my big shows, and honestly, I've crushed it every single show since then, where I'm selling, 60 to 85% of my inventory each show, I'm working, I'm at the gallery right now, putting in time, put the kids to bed. We talked about, spending time with our family and make sure that it was quality time. And, and it's just made the world a difference. I've been having lunch with my daughter every week at school, at least once a week for the last 3 years since we met. And,
you basically went all in on your own art, all in on your own family, stopped worrying on the outside, and 6x'd your business.
Exactly. And now I'm coming back I'm actually going to see you this Friday in Dallas. I bought one of the elite ticket packages, so I'm going to hear you speak Friday night. It'll be my first time to hear you in person. And but I'll be in New York next week for my big show, and I was looking into...
Dude, stop by the office if I'm around. Send me an email right now to Gary at VaynerMedia, and if you're around, stop by. I'd love to hug it out.
Yeah, that'd be great. And actually, I got a piece of art that... did you ever get my Jets helmet from last time?
I don't want to bullshit you. I'm not sure. But we will figure that out. But come through, come through. Let's take a photo. I want to give you love on my social. This is what I'm about, right? You just spent $720, and it means so much to me that when you come through, we're gonna take a photo, and I'm gonna do a swipe up to your gallery in my story, and you're gonna get $72,000 in value in return. That's just gonna happen.
That would be.
Done.
When I tell you, I'm actually thinking about dropping 10 to 15 with you for the 4Ds because we'll be there most of that day. That's at the end of my show. And I actually want to come give you even more because I know it's worth it. And you've been great. We've started our YouTube channel.
You're going to love this. In the far back, right now. Show him these cameras. Nick Dio, who runs sales for 4Ds and Sasha, is like in the back going wild right now. This is the best. I fucking love sales. I'm not, you know what? I'm gonna retire and just sit on live on the internet selling and hanging out 18 hours a day. Fuck it, I'm going all in on me. I'm resigning as the CEO of VaynerMedia. I'm just gonna be me. Dude, I'm proud of you. I can't wait to see you. When are you coming? When are you gonna be here?
My show is, I get in town next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow.
I think I'm here next Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I may not be Thursday and Friday, so let's figure that out, okay? Send me an email.
Okay, yeah, I still got your number. I've never used it, you know,
that's
since
fine,
we
you can
spoke
use
last.
it, but it's way, way, way better to email me at Gary@VaynerMedia because my admins are in there, and then this way it gets done.
They'll handle it.
Yeah, we'll get it done.
Well, and I want to let you know what I'm doing.
Just for the thousands that are watching right now, what's your URL to your art?
My name is Tanner Lawley. My gallery is the Lawley Art Group.
Spell Lawley?
That's TheLawley artgroup.com. And like I said, we just started a YouTube channel. I've got the video of how to get 10 minutes with Garyvee is the name of my video.
Amazing.
And it talks about my barter, how we did it. I've got the picture of the painting that you won because of the bet that we had about the score. And, you know, it was
just so everybody knows. Jets beat the Cowboys.
Y'all did.
Everyone, just want everybody to understand.
And I tell you one thing, last thing real quick, and but you know, I have an allergy to alcohol, so I don't even drink. And I start breaking out in hives and stuff. But just to let you know, I bought last time you pitched like the $240 or the $83 version, and then now I've added this on top of it. But we're doing third Thursdays here at Art Walk in the Design District, and I'm going to showcase your wines and serve your wines and give it out to all my customers on the third Thursday of every month this year at my gallery.
I love you, brother. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. Thanks for all you do, man.
All right, brother.
Okay, talk soon. Bye.
Let's do one LinkedIn. Let's do one empathy. If you're just joining us now, we're answering questions and comments from the 3 million organic reach on LinkedIn on a post. I keep telling all of you, figure out how to get your content on LinkedIn. And also we're selling Empathy Wines, my new winery. If you go to empathywines.com and order the Club Empathy, which is a case of each, you will then get a phone call from me. How many, have we been getting some orders or?
18, 19 more right
now.
We
got that big blast when I kind of got sad in that one moment, right? That's like that QVC shit, right? Where everyone felt guilty when I said he was the only one that buys, and you know, okay. Raghav?
When you say you should fire employees, you make all the other employees miserable.
It's just the wildest session. It's bouncing all over the place. Go ahead.
It depends on your definition of miserable. I've seen situations where an extremely talented, loyal, kind, and competent employee who has great leadership qualities becomes a quote-unquote threat to others who lack those qualities.
Yeah, fire the ones that lack those qualities.
Yeah, other employees might act like that.
Let me say, ready? Yeah. Reply. Let me say it loud and clear. Fire cancer. The person you're describing is not cancer. The entitled people underneath that person are the cancer. P.S. I'm about to fire 3 or 4 people that I think are lovely. I just think they're entitled and not, and that's the problem. Nate? What up, Twitter? Just want to speak to you guys directly. I'm going to speak to Twitter directly right now. Matt, what up? Doloff2, what up? J Gray NY, what up? Holistic Deb, what up? Now I'm going to Instagram. What up, Apple? What up, D Hart? What up, Joe D? Surf C?
Hello?
Joe? Jay, what up? It's Gary. What up? What's your name?
Jordan.
Jordan, it's Gary Vaynerchuk. How are you?
Oh my God, this is awesome. I'm doing great.
No, what's awesome is I can't thank you enough from the bottom of my heart for supporting empathy and ordering these 3 cases. What are you going to do with them?
Probably a mix. You know, some gifts, share them with family and friends. I'm a doctor. I have lots of doctor friends who need to be turned on to this, so I'm gonna share.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. What can I answer for you?
You know, it's interesting. I've been connected to your story for a long time because I paid my way through med school by flipping things, by going on Craigslist and getting free stuff and hustling during. It was crazy. My best score, 3,000 laser.
Honestly, This
Yes.
is what gets me going. Best scores in garage sales.
Yes.
Go, because I'm getting like you just did you notice
All right.
like you just fired me the fuck up. Go.
So here's the story. Craigslist, a guy's moving the next day, says his wife needs him to move 3,000 laser discs. You know what a laser disc is,
Yeah,
right?
they're like 20 to 80 to $200 a pop on eBay.
Yes, exactly. So, and most of them are Criterion Collection. They're Criterion Collection, which is like, it's just the high-end stuff. The bumper of my Honda Civic EX was scraping the ground because these things are so heavy. But I ran over to his house and jammed them all into my car.
How much did you pay?
And ran. How much I paid? He wanted a case of water and them gone within an hour. It cost me $5 to get the case of water on clearance at like the ShopRite. And then I immediately ran to eBay and started putting them on. And this is how you use the term reverse engineer. I found a guy on eBay who had the most listings, private messaged him and said, buy the lot. I scraped out the high-end ones and sold those individually, but about 2,500 of them I shipped to one guy for about $4 a piece. And it was the best score I ever had. I'm in med school. I'm eating like dented canned food.
Real quick, on your $5 investment, by focusing on Craigslist and knowing about laser discs, you turned that $5 into how much? So you got 1,000. You got 1,000 for the one-off.
That's right.
And for the other 500?
It was about a $750, $850 because I wanted a quick turnaround. So it was about $850 in per laser disc.
So you probably got 5,000 for your $5.
Oh yeah, I think it was just over 6,000 when I calculated all of it, and I rolled it into my next thing, which was buying stuff in Banana Republic at 90% off, and then my buddy's sneaker store was going out of business, and I bought all of his leftover inventory and flipped his Asics Kayanos that I bought.
You're gonna love this. There's this show idea I've been pitching, like I've been trying to think about like what I want to do on television, if anything.
Yeah.
And I keep having this idea where I want to go up against like two of the sharks from Shark Tank and like Marcus Leonis from like The Profit. Like I want to get like 10 prominent business people and do like a Survivor thing where we all go under like 8 hours of makeup, look nothing like ourselves, then get a $10, get dropped in a random town, and have 24 hours to make the most money.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, that would kill.
But so here's my thing, right? Like I still have that energy, and when I saw it, brought me back. Like there's a lot of people out there, so I flirt between, no offense, between you and looking at some other stuff out there.
Sure.
But when you started doing that, doing the garage sales again, man, it brought me back. And like I work at a really, I live in Boston. I work at a really good institution here in Boston. I've had a great career.
You're like a fancy fucking doctor in Boston now, but you need some grime in your fucking life.
Oh man, I love it.
I love this guy.
How do I get that? Like,
dude, honestly, do you know what you're doing right now? I'm like literally sitting here. I'm like, fuck, I gotta get to Boston and sign all the bottles of empathy for him, just so he flips them as a collector's item on eBay for like 80 a pop.
I love it. I love it. Oh man, I could do this all day long. And
dude, you know what's funny? Like I'm probably like only a week or two away, maybe 3, from bringing back Trash Talk because it's almost garage sale season here. So
yeah,
like have you watched any of the, there's 3 episodes. Have you seen it yet?
Yes, I saw. I think I don't know if it was 1 or 2, but I definitely saw one of them.
I fucking can't wait.
Yeah, I mean it's just, but you know what, and you know what, that's sort of in my usually DNA. Like I started watching another show, and you were on that, and you were kind of going back and forth. Was it DNA or not? Do you have it?
Yeah,
that's a part of me. But the one thing is it just always something that is going to be on the side, because it doesn't really fit in my day job, and I kind of feel like I'm an outsider where I work, because when I talk to other people about this, like nobody has it, and I'm not, and I mean it. Like they're super academic and brilliant people.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
Dude, man.
I know, and it's hard because there's so many opportunities.
You might have to quit being a doctor.
Oh man, it's my wife. I drive her.
Your wife's gonna
I'm
punch you in
really
the
good
face?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
because she'll come home. I've got a secret closet, and she'll find shit in there every now and again. And she's like, "You're doing it again."
Closet? Shit, you're gonna flip, or you're a collector at heart?
No. There's certain things I like to collect because I have money, right? Like, but that's But for me, it's the arbitrage. I love seeing something that other people don't
Dude,
see.
you're super lucky to have honestly, you need to convert it into your hobby. Like, honestly, I love business. I love my family. Then I love the New York Jets. Then I love garage sailing. Then I love my business. And you need to make like flipping like your true hobby. Some people like to fucking ski. Some people like to go to museums or like
I
take
hate
photos.
Gary,
Like,
I hate golf.
Yeah, dude, I hate everything. Like all I want to do is just fucking. All I want to do is buy a mug for a fucking quarter and sell it for $8.50 on fucking, eBay. Like that's like if you told me I could find fucking $6,000 worth of laser discs, right, for $5, or hit 7 hole-in-ones consecutively that were documented on video, I would take the discs.
But the other thing that not in all seriousness, because what I'm saying
the virality of the 7 hole-in-ones would be you actually, let me give that a debate. Just the virality of the brand. Like, I'd probably take over the culture for an hour. Go ahead. All right, dude. I have like 40 other calls I have to get to.
No, I'll let you go.
No,
but I just want to say,
I want to be your friend. Honestly,
awesome.
I got a weird one for you. I I want to invite you to go on an episode of Trash Talk with me this summer.
I'm done.
Send me
I'll
an
be
email
there
right now. In the title, be like, I'm the doctor who's going to be on Trash Talk. By the way, for everybody watching, we know how to figure out you're not the actual doctor every time we do this, so don't be a dick. So anyway, just email me and say, I'm the doctor. We'll figure it out. You're going to be on an episode. It's going to be awesome. We're going to start the episode with this clip, and then you're just going to be in the car, and we're just going to find shit.
I love it. I can't wait.
Talk to you, brother.
All right, take care,
man. Thank you. All right, Rod?
Sometimes the cancer in the organization is the boss. Is there anything an employee can do about that?
Leave. I'll give you one. That's all I want you to reply to me. Give me the next one. Like, many more people should be leaving their jobs. A lot of people are like, oh, I've been at this job for 7 years. If I leave now, I've given it all up. I'm wasting time. I'm wasting everything. You're not wasting it. Staying in a cancer-filled environment is wasting time. When it's a dead end, it's a dead end. You staying longer doesn't change it being a dead end. You leaving and starting over with the experiences and things you've learned is being on the offense, not giving up. So many people are in these abusive business relationships where they don't want to leave because they think they've given up all the time they've put in. That's like abusive. That's the framework of the abusive nature of it. You need to fucking leave. It was one fucking word to your question. Raghav? Give me one more question, then we'll go to Nate.
Do you think feelings are becoming more and more important in the workplace in this era of automation?
Yes. Give me the next one. Yes, I believe that a lot of information is being commoditized and emotional intelligence is on the growth.
I feel like sometimes I'm the bad guy because I'm constantly asking people to change how they're working, which in turn makes them upset or frustrated. How do I handle it? Like, all I can do is apologize and tell them that we have to make this change, but how else would I handle that?
Are they the boss?
Looks like they're a manager or something.
First, you have to find out if your ego is speaking or if you're speaking on merit. I mean, I think too many bosses come from a place of ego, which is actually insecurity hidden. And like, you're giving feedback as a weapon. And before I even answer this question, you have to ask yourself, are you giving that feedback to protect yourself or propel yourself? Or is it honest, merit-based feedback? My biggest cynicism is managers' feedback on employees because I feel like they're protecting their moat. You know, Nate and Trout were my inner circle. You know, it's funny, both of them just reacted. I was just watching both of them. They both just reacted. And it's because they were on Team Gary, they were on my internal, like, office of the CEO, right? Like, and we dealt with people stuff, and they know that my cynicism for the most senior, it's funny, people at VaynerMedia think that if they complain about their boss, they're gonna get fired. It's actually the reverse. I actually almost always believe that managers, like if I don't know, if I can't figure it out after like real investigation, I'm always gonna go with the employee, not the manager. Manager has more to lose. Everybody thinks it's the reverse. I don't. I think bad behavior comes when you have something to lose. All right, Nate, go ahead. To remind everybody, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and YouTube, thank you so much for being on. If you order Club Empathy, empathywines.com, and a case of each, I'm calling you tonight, and I'm gonna get drunk, by the way. I'm drinking, this rosé is like so drinkable. That's the problem with
Garyvee, hello.
Hello, Andrew, how are you? Please.
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great.
What are you gonna do with the wine you just ordered?
I'm gonna gift it, man.
I love that.
I'm gonna give it away individually, in the right occasion.
You're the best, bro. Where do you live?
I just moved to New York actually 3 months ago, man. You may remember we played ball together at AM Hoops.
At where?
At AM Hoops, 6 a.m. ball.
I do recall that. Where did you? Oh, yes, I know exactly who you are, dude. Dude, you're fucking crafty.
I appreciate that. I'm excited. We have the tournament this Thursday. I was the 39th pick out of 40, and honestly, I kind of feel good about it. Like I had nowhere to go but up.
Tournament, you were 39 of 40.
Yep.
Did you hear about what happened to my ankle and foot?
I did. I was extremely disappointed, and I told AJ I recommend this thing called Voodoo Floss. You wrap it around your ankle, you do some mobility drills, it gets rid of scar tissue and inflammation.
I don't think I've ever respected more. I've never respected AJ more than this moment. The fact that he didn't pass that on to me, because he probably wants me to be worse going forward. I've never been more proud of my brother. At this
dude, AJ is crafty. AJ is
dude. First of all, AJ's good. AJ's good at basketball. Like, and I take a substantial amount of credit for how good he is, given like how.
I know you do.
Well, true,
all
man.
I knew was.
He's good. Actually,
all I knew was the way you talked about him, and I expected him to be way worse. But he's solid.
No, he can play. He can play. I'm, on the other hand, old and finished, and now I have a broken ankle, and now I'm fucking really in trouble.
I'm sorry about that. You should never land under the shooter. Dude, I was pretty annoyed when I saw that.
Did you see the fucking video, how hurt I was?
I did.
I actually had my check-in this morning, the 1 month check-in. He's happy with the way it's progressing, so I should be back in a month or two.
Oh, man.
And can I answer anything for you? Dude, I really like you. I'm really glad you called. Obviously, we've been matched up against each other every time when we played, so it makes me hate you, but I like the way you play.
I just try to give my best. And basketball is not the sport that I'm most talented at, but there's something about that, you know? I grew up playing soccer, so, like, I don't know. I love the challenge behind it, but like,
there was this moment where we were playing where I like had a good play, and you came back down the other way and scored, and I really respected the fuck out of it.
Appreciate that.
Just wanted to point
let me tell you my story real quick. So I moved to New York to join a startup about 3 months ago, and back to like that toxic culture. I never like to talk poorly about another culture, but it just wasn't a fit. And just 2-3 weeks ago, I got laid off.
Okay.
Surprisingly, I'm in sales, business development. I was hitting my numbers, doing well, but it just wasn't a culture fit.
Understood.
I'd love the opportunity to get into your ecosystem, which is pretty vast, and I just want to know how I'd go about that.
Well, it's funny, 5 minutes ago, I was like, I need a salesperson for my world. Like literally before we went on live, I was like, the biggest thing I'm missing right now is I just want a sales culture because we're all about brand and content. And I was like, fuck, if we had a salesperson for the last 5 months on Empathy Wines, we'd be at 10,000 cases instead of 5,000. So, dude, listen, honestly,
man, I do full sales cycle, prospecting, cold calling,
dude,
outbound.
Honestly, send me an email right now. Dude, honestly, this is super serendipitous. Like, you really caught my attention the way you played basketball. Literally Nate, right now, sitting here right now. This is a real story. I'm like moving the cameras. Yeah, Nate, there is an article. We'll post it. Bro, I'm not kidding. This is a real story. Nate, who is my partner, who owns equity in Empathy Wines, literally has his job today, got his solidified job at VaynerMedia, and is literally my partner. He's my partner, not my employee, in Empathy Wines.
Congrats, Nate.
Thank you.
You ready? Wait, bro, you're gonna like this story even better. He got it because I liked the way he played volleyball when he was an intern at VaynerMedia's first year offsite in Vermont.
That's a true story.
I think there's a lot of metaphors to it. Like if you give 100%.
There's literally an article I wrote 4 years ago called "Like It or Not, You're Always Being Evaluated," and it's on Google that right now for everybody who's watching. Literally, it's the story of Nate, which is he just thought he was a young intern playing volleyball. I liked his gusto, decided to fully employ him as my admin, and it started the course of his career, which led to 9 years later, him being an owner of a winery. That's real life. Nate, how old are you? 30. He's fucking 30. He's a fucking kid. He was just a fucking bullshit intern at some bullshit company, but he tried hard in volleyball, and at 30, wait a minute, you were 29 when we started this company. That's true. At 29, he owned a winery. Like, that's real shit. And after we fucking sell some of this shit, he's gonna make real money. He's gonna be a fucking millionaire and part of a country club because he's a fucking scratch golfer, and he's gonna fucking love life, all because he fucking tried during volleyball. And I'm not kidding, bro. I wouldn't bullshit you. You can see how I'm reacting, and I know that we've had the interactions on the court. I like the way you play basketball.
I appreciate that. I'm 29. I'm going on 30. First off, congratulations, man.
Dude, send me an email. It's literally Gary at VaynerMedia. I'll see you next week. We're gonna hack.
I appreciate it so much, Gary.
Thank you, bro. Talk to you. See, this is what I love about life. Like, if you just pay, if you're smart enough to pay to everything, it's a one big game of karma. Dude just got laid off, but he's still ponying up 720, and he's like he seems like the kind of kid that probably made a buck or two, but like.
You didn't go into the art cell right away either.
Never been more sore in my life.
After the volleyball?
You were bleeding. Your feet were bleeding.
I was.
Do you remember how intense that was?
That whole day was just out of control.
Tell everybody, Nate, like, come over, like, you sit here and you tell the story of the fucking volleyball. Tell them, like, what you learned about me that day.
Oh, Gary's a savage.
No, but, like, really play it out.
Let's see, we went up to Vermont for the VaynerMedia. I interned at Corked, a wine social media blog at the time. And we just had a day of events, activities. It was a competition.
It was supposed to be a day of, like, many things.
It was team building.
Yep.
But it was like a competition.
You were there, Trout.
With like
Trout was there.
10 different activities.
Trout was good at volleyball too.
And then volleyball came up, volleyball tournament. We played for 8 hours.
8 hours. Played 8 hours of volleyball.
Maybe one water break, 8 hours.
Yeah, I was upset about that one break. I was.
Well, we went up against John Oates. I was on your team.
Yeah, John Oates was 6'9", the center from Boston College, like just standing and.
And then my feet were bleeding, and that was it.
All right, thanks, Nate.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to fill out my bracket. I have a question.
All right, D-Rock.
What are so these numbers right here?
The seeds, that's the seed they are in that region.
So they're, okay, so
D-Rock's asking about the tournament right now. Have you guys have you filled out your brackets? You saw the email. Yeah. Did you not understand how severe it was?
I told everyone.
You definitely got the email if you have a VaynerMedia fucking email. Babin, come on. Thank you. Tell him. Guys, the bracket, the NCAA tournament's a big deal at Vayner.
So one is the best.
Yes, they're the best team in it. You'll notice there's 4 ones.
I got it now. Thank you.
34% of 12 seeds have won against the 5 seed in the last 5 years. All right, let's do some more phone calls. Actually, one more from you, Rod. You dial Nate, but.
You could be a really great manager and figure out why the person's making the other people miserable first. Maybe they need support, maybe they feel overwhelming pressure to keep their performance high. Don't just fire them, extend them a helping hand to see if you can help them instead of losing someone's real skill.
Couldn't agree more. Now the question is, after they fail again, you have to ask yourself, are you valuing the finances over your culture? People come up with all sorts of justifications for the person that's bringing in money of why they're a dick face. That's what I'm concerned about. Got it?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Remind everybody who's trying to get in line, order Club Empathy, which is a case of each of empathywines.com, my new winery, the rosé shipping this week, and we will call you. How many more do we have?
We haven't had too many orders recently, so probably 15 more.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, it's Gary Vaynerchuk. Corey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Dude, I'm super well, man. Thank you so much for supporting this project.
Yeah, that's the only reason I did it. I just wanted to support.
I appreciate that, man. You have any idea what you're going to do with the wine?
I'm going to drink it.
Yeah, that's the fucking answer. Tell me about yourself, Corey.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm tuning in and out of your live stream, and the rate at which you're refilling your glass has me feeling real good about my investment.
Yeah, dude, it's super weird, man. Like, it's super funny. Like, I'm subconsciously like living out what my thesis was, and we filmed we filmed the blending. I think when you guys see the real blending, like the thing I was pushing in the room, like what's really great is that like Nora, I was really super impressed with your palette, by the way. Thank you. I was paying very close attention. Trouty's got a really good palette. Nate's solid. You're solid, but like, yeah, you like good wine. But like, it was interesting. Nora and John, Nora especially, I thought was really strong, and obviously the winemakers. And John had some really good. But like, it was really a great session. But I remember like trying to not get caught up in making the best wine for the 1% of the 1% of the wine world, and making the best wine for the 99% of people that are actually going to drink it. And I got to tell you, I'm feeling awfully confident that we made the most delicious fucking rosé in the world. I really believe that.
I love it.
We're blending,
the rosé.
We're blending the white on Thursday. I'm going to San Francisco on Thursday, and we're going to blend the white on Thursday.
Nice.
Anything I can answer for you, brother?
No, I honestly don't have any questions. I've been watching, wanted to support. I was literally on my way to Bevmo. You made a comment about it. Like, all right, I got to buy this. I've been looking to do it. It's just kind of, you know, actually getting on the site and putting my credit card info in and doing it.
Dude, that's fucking amazing. Thank you so much for that, bro. See, Court, this is the thing that's pissing me off. There are thousands of people watching that are literally on their way to fucking Bevmo and Total Wine to buy bullshit wine. I mean that. To buy like a $15 wine. And when I say bullshit, it's going to be super fine. And that $15 to $20 wine is going to be worth 15 to 20, 8, 9, 17, even occasionally 23. But I went out and leveraged all my power in the wine business to make $40 wine for 20 bucks, and these people are watching every day free content. I feel like I should win this game.
I agree. Yep. It's just
shipping.
Do what
it's
you
not
do.
Like 4 months ago when it's like one day in the future. You know, like we're shipping the rosé this week. Like you'll get instant gratification, unless you're in Texas, which is delayed.
No, I'm in Seattle, so like, I'll tell you this though. I listen to your podcast. I hear the, you know, your pitch every day, and I'm like, yeah, I do drink wine. I should probably buy this. I should check this out.
Dude,
but I don't, you know,
this is the
because it takes some time to actually do it.
This is why
But I did it.
Bro, this is why I push everybody to give without expectations. Right? You're such a good dude, I can tell by the vibe. You consume my content every day. You do buy wine from fucking Bevmo, and yet here we are 5 months later, and you haven't bought the wine. If you don't, if you don't give without expectations, humans will let you down, and then you'll be sad.
Right. Yep.
There's literally 7,000 Corys watching right now who still haven't bought it. They're literally watching right now. Literally tomorrow, they're gonna go to Albertsons or Publix or fucking BJ's or Costco or fucking Wine Library and buy some bullshit wine. And yet here I am with empathy. 40
They got to do it.
For 20
like I said, just look at the rate at which you're refilling your glass. Like that's real. You can't
yeah,
fake
dude,
that.
honestly, I actually think we're gonna actually sell 5,000 subscriptions in the next 30 to 60 days as people share on social media how ludicrous the rosé. We made the best rosé. Like rosé season's upon us. Like it's gonna be April.
I was gonna say that's no accident. You're not putting an emphasis on rosé on accident.
Yeah, I'm not. Like, first of all, we haven't blended the white yet, so I have no idea. Like, you'll note, I always say watch what I do, not what I say. If I'm like really quiet about the white in a month, it's gonna be like, fuck, we couldn't figure out the blend. Like the rosé we drilled. Like, when I think about the horse shit that Whispering Angel is in comparison to empathy, I'm passionate. And by the way, I envy and respect the fuck out of Whispering Angel. They built a monster. I just think we made a disproportionately better wine. It is what it is. And if they think I'm wrong, I challenge them to blind taste everybody on earth and see who wins. I think we're gonna win 5.7 billion to 2 billion.
Well, I can't wait to try it. I'm looking forward to it.
Nick Dio, did you order empathy? Come on, man. Thank you, Corey. I love you, man. See ya.
That wasn't an answer.
Don't disrespect Nick Dio. You know who I don't think bought it? Andy K. All right, good. Look how weird Babin's acting. Babin didn't buy it. That was amazing. Babin, you're such a dick. Babin, if you don't order a 3-pack tonight, it's like fundamentally over. Like, I don't even know what to say. Babin was acting so weird just now. That was amazing. By the way, I've never believed in lie detector more than right now. That was the most awkward. I'm so pissed we don't have cameras watching Babin right now. He was just so, he took the weirdest sip. I was like talking, he's like, that was so weird, Babin, you're buying a 3-pack subscription. I'm not forcing you more. Like, I know you're, you know, like I don't want to overextend you like financially, but you have to buy it. You do know that. You know your time's up. All right, Raghav. I know that. I'm not. We'll get.
This approach works really well with small companies, but sometimes the bigger the company is, the more impossible it becomes to control how people are being treated, and sometimes they just become a number. What advice would you give to bigger companies to deal with that problem?
The same advice I have for small companies. Like it's like this is real. This is why big companies lose. This is why big companies are slow. This is big company advice, not small company advice, if anything. What advice do I give? That the CEO that's reading this reply really leans in and actually understands that cancerous employees massively hurt the bottom line, even if they're the biggest earner. Nate? Oh, wine library's in the comments. I hope they didn't hear that comment. Put one of the comments in your follow ring. Babin's attempts to dry March just went out the window. Imagine that. Patricia. Cheers. Pink pin up. What up?
Patricia?
Patricia, it's Gary. Patricia, it's Gary Vaynerchuk.
Gary?
Yes?
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
I can. I see you. Patricia, are you here?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Perfect. Sorry, I heard some background noise. I thought it was from my end.
No worries. What's cooking?
Hey, I just ordered because I believe in you. Appreciate all that you've done, all the content you put out, how authentic you are, and love the label, empathy.
I appreciate that. Are you a wine drinker?
I am a wine drinker, and I can't wait to try it. I'm normally a red, but looking forward to the rosé, and looking forward to sharing.
By the way, like one thing I'm already massively confident about is how ridiculous the red is, mainly because we know the sources of grapes, we know the winemaker we have. Like, what reds do you tend to drink?
Yeah, I'm normally a Cabernet, and I'm normally, you know, Sonoma or, you know, Napa.
Is there a label,
I like
or brand that you like?
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk them. Give them love. Who?
Yeah, you know, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, all kinds.
I know.
I like I like Silver Oak. I like Silver Oak. I like is it oh my gosh, recalling.
Let me
yep.
Let me stick on that. If you're a Silver Oak drinker, I'm telling you right now. When is it, Nate? October, November?
It'll be ready end of September, ship depending on weather if it's too hot.
Okay. I'm telling you right now, in October, you're gonna drink a bottle of Empathy Red. And as a Silver Oak drinker, you know, $40, $50, $60 wine.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay. You just paid $20 for Empathy Red. I'm telling you right now. Please do me this favor. Please email me the first time you have a bottle of it. It's gonna change your world. Like the thing I'm singly most excited about is when $40, $50, $60 red drinkers drink the first bottle of Empathy Red. That to me is gonna be my crowning moment because we keep saying it's a $40 wine for $20. I do think we're going to make a red wine that's going to compete with $60 wines.
That's awesome. I will definitely let you know.
Thank you. Anything I can answer for you?
I actually did not have a question. I just wanted to
let me
pay back.
Just say thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome.
Have a great, great day.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
What up, Instagram, resume writer, King Boris. I'm going to put you in actually because you're my guy. Let me put King Boris in real quick. How many more calls? Okay, thank you, Nate. 16? Ugh, got some work to do. Shit, we only have an hour and fucking 13 minutes. We're gonna have to go speed round. Raghav, LinkedIn.
This person says absolutely spot on. The concept of firing others firing those who make others miserable is something that I'm constantly recommending. But we have to remember that every culture is different, as it's driven by its leader and what it's like to be there. So we have to be respectful of the various cultures, regardless of what we believe is right or wrong, and remain true to ourselves by attaching ourselves to that culture that reflects our own values.
Couldn't agree more. Just couldn't agree more. Go ahead. Let me go in here. What up, Belarus? Kevin Rose, one of my favorite human beings on earth. Congratulations on a new addition of your family, Kev. I hope you got my note on that. And I love you so fucking much. God, I love Kevin Rose. What's that? Who's this?
This is Colin.
Who?
Colin.
Colin. Kevin, I love you. Did Kevin not buy yet?
Hello?
Oh, I know he's an investor. He needs to buy. We're going to send it to everyone.
Hello?
Yo, who's this?
Yo,
Colin, what
this
up,
is
man?
Colin.
It's Gary.
Gary, what's up, man?
Life is tremendous. Thank you for supporting empathy with your recurring case order of empathy.
Dude, I'm not, you will not believe this. I'm like laying in bed and I see you go live and my wife is about to go to sleep and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've already been meaning to buy wine anyway. And when I saw you go live and say that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the opportunity that I've been waiting for. Dude, I have been a huge fan of yours. Not months, I'm saying years, bro, like years. And it started when really a business partner of mine, I used to have this little coffee company, a little subscription company, and my business partner sent me a video of yours and said, dude, you need to watch this. This guy reminds me of you. And when I started watching your stuff, I was just, oh my gosh, yes, it just clicked. I'm like, yes. And so now my entire family's asleep. So like I'm walking around in my garage trying to like be as quiet as it's like crazy, but man, no, I mean, really, I just want to thank you, dude. I mean, I've been following your stuff for years, and we've had like a couple of like brief exchanges of me like reaching over crowds of people to have you sign my book down in Tampa during a startup week last year.
Dude, that Tampa event was fucking crazy.
Dude, it was crazy, right?
Dude, I literally felt like Andrew Dice Clay in 1987 in that theater. D-Rock, were you with me? Iris, you're right. Dude, honestly, I feel like that was one of the most, the energy in that theater that night was fucking out of control.
It was insane, man. Like, that was like I've never seen, I mean, and props to you, because I've just never seen an entrepreneur be like rock star status to that degree. Like, I mean, it was just, the crowd was just insane.
No, dude,
and just
honestly,
on fire.
honestly, like, I'm living a wild life and like have like my level of micro internet fame. That night in that theater, like I felt like fucking, you know, like literally like a comedian at the height of their career. That's why I used Andrew. Like it was like Eddie Murphy Raw. It was fucking like Chris Rock when he wore that black suit. It was like Kevin Hart, right? Like it was like the energy in that room was like, it was different. It was like a stand-up comedy celebrity vibe more than like a business keynote. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I was very much like, oh my gosh, Gary's about to be like mobbed, like literally. Like everybody was rushing to the stage and to the mics. When they said, okay, like everybody line up for questions, I thought oh my gosh, like the line, I thought the mics, I thought people were going to get like seriously injured running for those microphones.
I agree, man. Listen, well, keep going. Anything I can answer for you? I'm just glad we connected like this.
Yeah, man, me too. And I just really, really appreciate everything you've done. And
what are you going to do with the wine?
Cool. I'm definitely going to drink it. I got to tell you, last year, see, I've never really been a wine drinker. And last year, so to give you a little bit of background on myself, I own a Vespa dealership down in Gainesville, Florida. So like we've made like motor scooters the way to get around college campuses and stuff. Yeah. And so I have a Vespa dealer. Vespa actually flew us out to Italy last year. And I went to go like tour the factory and you know, I'm like, we're going out to dinner down in Italy, and I'm like, oh man, like I don't know, like they're like, oh, just drink wine. I'm like, I don't really like wine. It always gives me a headache, blah blah. And that's because they're like, well, that's because you drink shit wine, and so we ended up drinking wine at these dinners, and yeah, I just fell in love, man. I was like, this is so good, and
dude, like once you get the wine bug for real, like it's really funny to watch people like flip from like super not interested to like. You have that one bottle of wine, you're like, yo, whoa, what the fuck? Like, it's really one of my favorites. Obviously, I grew up in the industry, so I watched a lot of 20-year-olds who were my friends, my contemporaries, my homies, like, make that flip. what's really interesting is I'm a big fan of sour beer. And I think sour beer is actually an incredible gateway to wine as a palate play. So like watching sour beer explode has been really exciting to me because I'm like, I see a lot of reactions here. It sounds like Babin's finally bought. Let's clap it up for Babin, finally. Babin. I mean, literally is the creative. Babin's literally the creative direct. Like we pulled Babin out of the gutters of fucking Florida, and the guy can't buy fucking 9 bottles of wine for our family. But thank God he finally did. Fucking guy.
Hey man, I'm
like
in Florida.
$80 hoodies, no problem. But like fucking supporting the family, no chance. No support family Babin over here.
Well, hey man, look, I do have a question that I want to ask you that I don't know if you've ever been asked before. It's a little bit more on the technical side though, because I do a vlog. You know, I started doing a vlog and really documenting my journey down here, and it's doing really well. I also have a podcast too, and the thing is, like, I see sometimes where you guys will like blur out people's faces, or you know, like, are you getting people to sign releases or doing your blog?
Nope.
Okay, so when you bleep out, you know, numbers or something in like one of your 4Ds and that kind of stuff, like, is that because they requested it, or is it because?
I mean, once in a blue moon we'll post game, but like 90% is our subjective call. D-Rock has a good flavor, you know. Babin was great at learning. Dustin, a new crew, like Caleb, like they're starting to learn. D-Rock's kind of watching a little bit. Like we're learning. I mean, look, we had a week about a month ago. I'm looking at Andy and Dustin. We had a week about a month ago where like 3 different pieces of content caused us some headaches because we didn't like blurt everything, or the context was lost, or the way we titled it. So it comes with the territory, but the answer is no.
So do you have to go back and take that down, or? Like, what do you do in that case?
We take it down for a second, blur out or whatever, or beep out or edit out and repost it, right?
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool.
That's it.
Well, I got to tell you, man, like, I have on my long list of goals. If I accomplish all my goals this year, like, my reward to myself is to come up there and do a 4D.
Dude, so, honestly, on a very serious note, that now it's in the Sasha group, not VaynerMedia, the 4Ds, I mean, dude, it's fucking crazy, right? Like, so the price is going up, right, to 12K. So 12K from 10K. Oh yeah, by the way, empathywines.com/barter, or it's like, just Google Empathy Wines Barter.
It's on the top of
by the way, Trouty's trying to steal some cases here. This is an inside joke, not an inside joke, this is an inside secret most people don't know. You can actually barter on Empathy Wines. If you buy $12,000 worth of wine, you get a 4D seat. So like literally you can get $12,000 worth of fucking wine for free.
That's awesome.
It is super awesome. Actually, we have to close that. That's fucking ludicrous. You're getting the benefit for no fucking reason, you 2 fucking jerk-offs. Like, you're hurting like Vayner's revenue. Yeah, it was my idea. Dude, anyway, I can't wait to see you. I'm gonna be in Tampa soon. We just signed, I don't know if you're following VaynerSports serendipitously, you like sports, but we just signed Tampa Bay's running back, Peyton Barber. So I promised his mom that I'd come down to a Bucks game. So I'll be in Tampa.
Yeah, man. I'm a Buccaneer, dude. Of course, I'm a Gator in Gainesville, and then Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Your running back is with, Peyton Barber's with VaynerSports.
Excellent.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks, bro. Talk to you soon.
Hey, man, real quick. One last thing.
Bob Membry, go ahead.
All right. Hey, so I have a podcast on here called the WHOA GNV podcast. I'm not going to ask you to be on it or anything like that because I definitely. But is there any way to get
if you're being smart, here's what let me give you a recommendation. You can go to Empathy Wine's barter page, submit a certain amount of wine bought to get me to be a guest, and no joke, when I'm desperate to sell 25,000 cases, this is how I get tricked.
All right, like I don't have the money for that.
Right, I get it.
But like, I just want like a selfie video.
If you go on Craigslist and buy laser discs, you can exchange $5 of water for $6,000 worth of laser discs. I don't know if you've been watching for a while.
Yeah.
Dude, the flip life is real. I don't understand I don't understand how people don't know that the flip life, like if you have $10 to your name, the fastest way to get to 10,000 is the flip life.
Yeah.
Do you want to flip?
Your stuff's crazy, man. I've been watching all those flip videos. Like garage selling. Yeah, I mean, dude, of course I want to flip.
Have you watched Trash Talk?
Yes, I've watched all of them, man. It's insane.
Dude, Bob Memory, my favorite. Dude, big shout, real quick, I apologize. Bob Memory, who has one of the great Instagram accounts where he goes crazy voiceovering sports clips. I don't know if you follow him. Dude, you have to follow him, Bob Memory. He's the voice right now of the Buffalo Wild Wings commercial during March Madness.
Oh, I saw that. I
Do you know it's him? He just posted in the comments, Nora, he wants 15 cases. Yeah, you guys need to be paying attention.
Dude, I'm walking around my garage like I told you while you're saying this, trying to figure out what I can sell.
Dude, yeah, like look at your garage, dude. All that shit
like,
you're
literally
looking at right now is fucking sitting there and it's horse shit. If you fucking hustle and like just list it, dude, everybody who's all the fucking 10,000 people that are watching right now, literally 80% of them, because I don't make assumptions, 80% of them have $1,000 worth of stuff in their home right now. 80% have $1,000 worth of stuff on eBay and Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and Mercari that they don't use ever again.
Easy. There's at least 3,000. There's at least 3,000 in here from stuff my kids don't even use.
Dude, you have $3,000 worth of shit in your fucking garage. Now, what 80% of the 80%
you know what it's
do
like,
is
man,
have a garage sale and sell it for $100
man, two kids,
to fuckers
you know,
like me
two
that make
kids,
sell for $3,000. Dude, did you watch the trash talk where I bought the fucking Olympic pins for $20 and sold it for like $3,000?
$2,500 or something? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Of course,
I don't hear shit from anybody who needs $5,000 because you need $20 in America to get to $5,000. $20 in an education on the flip life.
Gary, you're awesome, man. I love you, dude.
Back.
Thanks so much for everything
Thank
you do.
you so much.
All
See
right,
ya.
see ya.
Go ahead, Nate. Rob, I'll answer something so real quick. Dude, I'm getting drunk. I can feel it. I think it's going to happen.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go. I mean, Rob, let me sneak something in real quick. You call, and I'll fucking do two things at once. Let's go.
So this one's like kind of negative, but I got.
I don't care if it's negative. I'm fucking ready.
This guy's totally wrong. If you prioritize, if you prioritize the way the collective feels above individual performance, you'll have no leader.
That's already ready? Fuck him. I didn't say the collective. I said the fucking dictator CEO, she or he has to decide. I don't fucking care about the fucking entitled underneath the fucking A winner that's awesome. I'm talking about stop being a fucking dick and looking the other way for somebody that's earning you money at the expense of the culture of your company because you're looking at micro short-term finances instead of long-term macro finances, dick. You got that? But keep saying what he was gonna say. What did he actually say?
He said you'll not only lose the ideas that give your company an edge, but you'll do the exact opposite of what this guy's saying. You'll bureaucratize your company and slow down your efficiency to check with herd mentality and drive your high performance to other companies.
Dear sir, you clearly made assumptions from what I said. I was saying the CEO has to he's making the assumption that I'm listening to the masses. I don't listen to the masses for shit. I'm making the decision and watching. Got it? He thinks I'm talking about democracy. I'm talking about dictatorship. Mm-hmm. You want something? You want some wine? Do you drink wine?
I do.
Have you tried it yet?
It is.
You love?
It's very good.
You're too new for me to ask if you ordered it yet. This is Dick Face Babin. Took 6 years to order it. Right? Nick knows. Nick was just laughing. Nick could barely hear that, and he's still laughing. He knows you're Dick Face Babin. But I'm pumped you're in now. Now I love you. Who's this?
Hello.
Marianne? Marianne, this is Gary
Yes?
Vaynerchuk.
Oh, Gary, I love you.
I love you back. You know what else I love? May. I'm looking at May right now. May is on my team. She's a fucking gangster. And everybody's now shaking their heads, which even triple confirms it. But Marianne, let's focus on you. Where are you from, and what are you going to do with the wine?
So I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia, but I am from White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, home of the Greenbrier. And I am a serial entrepreneur. I flip products online as a hobby. I own a landscape company.
Yes. Keep going.
I've been listening to you for like about 4 years now, and literally, I'm just, when I saw that I could speak to you, I was like, I've got to buy this wine. I love wine, but I buy $3 wine at Aldi. So there you go.
Well, listen, so now I'm super flattered. What are you going to do with real, like, this is real wine. You've been buying $3 bullshit wine. Now you're about to get 3 cases of real wine. Do you have a plan for it?
Well, I'm going to drink it, and I'll probably share it.
Hold on, real quick. I actually am going to say something super weird. And I'm not kidding. This is going to be a learning experience for a lot of people. Are you enjoying the $3, $4 wine that you're buying?
I love it. I drank some earlier tonight.
So I want to talk to you about this. This is going to curveball people. I love that. And I've had $3, $4 wine I've liked as well. I just want to give you a huge warning. This is, you just paid $20 for wine. That is actually $40 to $50 quality because of the deals I was able to get, because who I've been in the wine world, plus secretly Bab and D-Rock, all of us are working on this huge documentary for it, and we're gonna really make the vineyards that we work with famous, so they're gonna be able to charge more for their grapes. It's a whole thing. You're about to drink these wines, and after you drink these wines, those $3 and $4 wines that you like now are gonna taste like dog shit.
Thank you.
So, I'm not kidding. No, I mean this. This is a weird thing.
Thank you.
I'm being serious, and I appreciate you saying thank you because you've been following me and you know this. I'm serious when I say this. You may want to consider to not drink the wines.
I am going to drink the wine, and probably because I'm making so much money, I'll probably buy every single year from you for the rest of my life.
Well, now I'm freaking out of happiness. Let's go. She did drop the mic. You're amazing. Keep going. What can I answer
Gary,
for you?
can I pitch you? Listen, Gary. I'm going to tell you this really quick because I know you have to call all these people. But I have a great TV show idea. Like April 2017 was like the worst time of my life, and I literally was at rock bottom, and I literally stepped into this landscaping business by accident, and I don't know really anything about this industry. And every day when I'm living my life, I'm a single mom of 2 boys. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. And every day I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm going out and I'm crushing it. I'm doing sales and so forth. And I'm always thinking, like, God put in my spirit, like I was going to have this TV show. So I got this idea that I think it would be amazing to follow like 3 to 4 entrepreneurs on a reality show that's living a life like mine.
Okay, how do I help?
I think we should just have a conversation. Like, I can email you my idea.
Send me your email of your idea, and I'm going to put you in touch with William Morris Endeavor, the biggest talent agency in Hollywood. I've got huge connections. They rep me, and I'm going to fucking change your life if it's a good idea.
I mean, I think if the TV crew, I know other entrepreneurs that are
I don't want
the
any
same
more
like
talking
me.
Here. I don't want any more talking here. Send me the full idea, and I'm going to forward it to the most powerful fucking TV agents in the world.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Done.
Done. I love you.
Done. Magic. I love you, Gary. I love you.
Let me give you a
Every day
super
I'm
secret
looking to you.
that almost nobody knows. Literally nobody in this room knows, and this is clearly the Rosé talking. There's a very good chance that VaynerMedia is going to open an office in Atlanta. So we'll be talking.
Yes, I love it.
I fucking love Atlanta. All right, love you. See ya.
I can do your landscaping. I can do the landscaping.
I
can put the flowers in your
like
pot.
Japanese apple trees.
Okay, I don't know what they are, but I'll
I'm
find
not sure
them.
if that's real either, but Google it. I love you. See ya. Thank you. All right, let's keep this going. As the rosé is kicking in, shit's getting weird. Let's fucking questions. Let's go. Like, this might be the time to tag friends because things are about to get weird. Nick Dio, do not leave. I know you have a side hustle, but don't leave. Do not leave. It's 10:37. If you drop the 0, that means 1:37 p.m., baby. Sign up for this. Let's go. Ragap, what can I answer for you? Guys, if you want me to answer your questions. Are there Japanese apple trees? I don't think so.
How to grow a Japanese apple?
Yes. I think they exist.
There's Japanese apples?
Yeah, there's apples. Let's go. Let's go. Call Ragap. Andy, what are you doing? I see a coat. Dude, we're fucking just starting to have fun. You're going? All right.
There's Japanese apple trees,
Sure,
but they're also
hiring
just
emotionally
apple trees.
intelligent people is important.
What?
Hiring emotionally intelligent people is important, but companies need to also adapt their processes to scale diverse and inclusive behaviors.
Sure.
if you're looking for great innovators, you should look beyond happy faces and appreciate different ways.
People are so lost, man. People just didn't understand what I was saying in that video. I agree. Yeah. Let me say it one more time for the people in the back. In this video, I'm speaking about firing people who are cancerous individuals who happen to also drive disproportionate financial success. And I'm speaking to leaders and owners of the behavior of looking the other way because of short-term financial value in lieu of long-term financial value. Neat. Look, the Japanese, we may make an exclusive version of empathy wines out of Japanese apples for the Japanese apple trees. Andy, why are you leaving? We're just getting going. Andy, May. Was Andy here on Sunday? Oh, he was actually, fuck. But he was coming from courtside Knicks, fucking fancy boy. He's like LeBron's best friend now.
This is Gage.
Gage?
About 3 clubs.
3 clubs.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Tim.
Tim, it's Gary Vaynerchuk.
Oh, you might be.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing extremely well. Nate's got a weird face because he thought your name was Gage.
Oh, my son's name is Gage.
Understood. Well, listen, first of all, thank you so much for the substantial order. It means a lot to me.
Oh, you're welcome.
What are you going to do with it?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Where do you live?
My son's taking care of it. I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
I love it. I know it well. What can I answer for you, my friend?
So, my son's a huge fan of yours, and he's got me interested in you as well. Watched a lot of your stuff. Most of the stuff's been through him and what he suggested. The social media is an area that I'm not an expert at.
Okay.
I own a small restaurant.
Okay.
About 40-seat restaurant, kind of a quick service sort of place.
Okay.
Barbecue and burritos.
Okay, love it.
So we're about we'll be 2 years in June. Traffic has been absolutely horrible.
Okay.
So I've been in business for many, many years, but it's always been paper, color print type stuff.
Okay.
So trying to get into this social media thing.
Well, real quick, let me give you a hot take immediately. I want you to Google 1 mile, literally verbatim, 1 mile radius Facebook ads, 1 mile radius Instagram ads. If you run ads in a 1 mile radius of your QSRs and you realize that you need to make lots of different content until you find something that works, it will change your traffic at your business.
Okay.
I couldn't be, especially like BBQ and burrito, like if you're trying to hit that 15 to 40-year-old set, Instagram, Facebook will crush for you. You can only run ads in a 1 mile radius and you can try 53 different creative ideas. You'll find something that works. You yourself need to become the best practitioner in it. It will really change your business, brother. It will change your business the way that direct mail changed businesses in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. It will change your business the way email and Google AdWords changed businesses in the 90s and 2000s.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and look, I'm a total believer in it. I think it is the wave of now and the future, and it's free. I mean, basically free.
Well, it's free if you think about, listen, real quick, it's free if you think it's about organic. It's not free if you think about running ads, but it's a great deal if you think about running ads.
Well, I mean, to me,
Dwayne,
it's all
your
about
phone?
free sponsoring ads.
Hold on one second, I apologize. I literally saw my Twitter screen. Dwayne, you want your phone? Is that your phone? Yeah, you're stuck, bro. You shouldn't have fucking made your phone available. You knew I was on till 11:30. Yeah, it's a huge mistake. One of the worst mistakes. You want to leave, right? Whose phone is it? But why do you need it? No, we're good. Don't worry about stories. See you, Dwayne. All right. You need to become the practitioner of those ads. It will really, really matter. And and to your point, it's of the now, and whether it's of the future or not is irrelevant. It's of the now, and that matters the most.
Right. So here's my basic question: is, as far as running and everything,
or the actual ads themselves, I'm great with that. I mean, I've been in marketing for many, many years, so
okay.
I know that's in the past. But will this tell me, this 1 mile radius thing, will this tell me more about content of the ads that I should be using? I know, like the difference between Instagram ads and Facebook ads, the appearance, the content, the offers, the whatever. You know, that's the meat of what I'm looking for.
That's why VaynerMedia is a huge company, because the strategy and the art and the ability to make those things is what we're the best in the world of. So that's what you need to figure out. Let me give you something that's very important and a quick read on if it's working. Offers.
Yes.
Offers. I would immediately run in a 1 mile radius, come into our counter, use the secret word XYZ, and get free extra guacamole or fucking a skewer.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the quickest way for you to figure out if people are actually fucking even seeing it. Make an ad with you in it and say, I'm the owner of this. I'm running, like literally no joke, I'm very into literal. Hey guys, what's your name again? I apologize. I drank a lot of fucking rosé.
Yeah, no worries.
What's your name again?
Tim.
Tim, if you ran an ad, I'm gonna do an ad for you right now into the camera of what I would do. Hey guys, I'm Tim. I'm the owner of the BBQ Burrito Place. I've run this Facebook or Instagram ad literally within a 1 mile radius. First of all, if you stop by one of my stores and you see me, please say hello. I've loved being part of the Lancaster, Pennsylvania community. Also, shh, don't tell anybody. This is just for Facebook and Instagram. If you come to the counter and you say the secret word, Garyvee, we will give you a free 16-ounce soda. We will give you a free burrito. We will give you a second taco. We will give you a steak. We will give you. I would run that ad immediately.
Okay.
Got it?
I like it.
I'm all about that. I'll tell you why. I don't love doing induce kind of free shit because you get the worst kind of customers. Why I like it is that first week or two, you'll figure out how many people are actually seeing it because they'll come out. They'll come out. And then after 2 weeks, you're like, fuck, a lot of people are seeing this. You change the creative to not make it about inducing them. You make it about brand or something about your business. Do you understand?
Right. Yeah,
it's about
I do.
the cadence. It's like a great boxer. It's like jab, 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 right hook, right? Like too many people think in one term. I think in multiple terms. I'm a chess player in a world of checker players. So what I just told you was a chess move. I'm gonna run that for 14 days, get a feel. If my fucking traffic explodes, I'm like, fuck, this is working. Now let me change it because I don't want just the bottom dwellers who are just looking for a good deal. Got it?
Yeah.
That was fucking strategy. That was an insight. See, when I drink a little rosé and get a little tipsy, I start showing a little bit more of my smarts.
You know, I'm kind of the same way. Mine's more rum, but, you know.
Cool. So that's the game, brother.
Creative juices.
Got it?
I got it. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Josh McCown, I love you with all my heart. Josh is in the fucking thread. The best fucking, like, literally one of the best humans I've ever met. Josh McCown, Jets quarterback. Who's like really, he put out a statement debating if he's coming back, family, like just a quality man. Tim, I really appreciate your order, man. It means a lot to me.
You got it.
I got to run.
I appreciate the time.
Love you, man. See ya. Bye.
Yep.
Let's get the next one. Raghav, what do you got?
This comment's about voice marketing.
What do we think about Babin ordering tonight? When did you order, D-Rock?
The last night.
Got it.
That checks out.
Makes sense. You two fucking dopes. All right, Raghav, go ahead.
Do you see voice devices eventually replacing the phone? That's the first
No.
part. And
Because voice devices aren't with you at all times. Now they can be. I think the phone becomes the voice device. I think Siri, this is where Apple fucked up. They had fucking Siri 5 years ago. Devastated for them.
The second part was...
Somebody just wrote Babin is toxic. Nate, let's go.
The second part was, how do you see ad agencies making money on Alexa or getting clients from it?
By building apps, because apps built on top of Alexa are going to be big deals. And I think apps, games, I think games on voice are going to be huge. Think about Dungeons and Dragons. It's like us talking. Think about an Alexa. Like, I think gaming on voice devices in 7 years are monstrous. Lisa.
Hello.
Lisa, this is Gary Vaynerchuk, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for ordering Club Empathy.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Really good. Thank you for ordering. Do you have any plans for the wine? You got any ideas?
Actually, I have a couple of plans.
Do you want to tell me, or is it like some secret shit?
Well, there's always secret shit, right? But
I like that. Is there anything I can answer for you tonight?
So one, we're definitely drinking the wine.
Good.
Can't wait for the red to come out.
Yeah, honestly, Lisa, on a very serious note, like just from like the quality, like we are so like, you know, so here's how we've been talking. We kind of know so just on a strategy, just so you know, we think we've made the best, like literally the single best rosé. Like I think on Instagram in May and June, you won't be able to like not see people giving love to empathy because we're gonna do a lot of influencer marketing. I'm gonna send a bunch of bottles to my influencer friends. And then I just think people are gonna taste it and share it. I think the red we're making is a $60 red. Call it Prisoner Plus. I don't know how much red you drink, but like it's gonna be a monster. The biggest wild card in our family is the white. We're like, which is really fun because Thursday I'm literally gonna be in Napa or Sonoma, or where is it, Napa? We're gonna be blending. And I don't know, like, and it's not that I have like concern. I think we're trying to create something that doesn't exist on the white. So I'm super excited about it. So go ahead.
Okay, so if you can create something in the white that would make me drink a white, that would be amazing.
So on some real shit, have you ever had a white that you've liked?
No.
Now, I already love your vibe, so I think you're gonna shoot it straight. Ready? Do you believe, this is huge, do you believe that you think that way because in the culture of society, people think red is better than white?
No, I think the exact opposite. I think the majority of people drink white because they don't have enough knowledge about red.
But that's kind of like the point, right? Like to me, the thing that I tried to do with Wine Library TV in 2006 to 2011 was to get people into a place of treating wine the way they treat food, which is nobody apologizes or overthinks why they like a cheeseburger versus a steak versus oysters. But there's this whole culture around wine that intimidates people, and I just want people to like what they like, but try other shit.
Yeah, I think people feel safe. They feel safe with white, and red seems like out of their comfort zone, so they don't try it.
And where do you sit on the
and I think
on the rosé world?
I think, yeah, so I think the rosé world has taken off
Grind Creations.
because it's middle ground.
I got it. Where do you live?
Naples, Florida.
Love it. That is amazing.
When are you coming here, by the way?
Yeah, I come to Naples all the time.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I like.
Okay, well you have my number now, so let's get together.
Let's hook it up. Anything? What can I answer for you?
All right. So here's I have a two-part question. Listen, I watch you. I watch your podcast. I'm on your videos. I'm in your email drip. I love what you do. Love your message. Straightforward, no bullshit. And I have a brick and mortar.
Yep.
I have a health and wellness business.
Yep.
This is very successful.
Yep.
I have something that nobody else is doing across the country.
Understood.
I can possibly scale that.
Okay.
However, my biggest problem in that brick and mortar business is employees and staff.
That's a super easy fix.
And creating the culture, and I know it comes from me.
It does.
But I have to get out. I have to be 25% of the business and 75% running the business. I haven't been able to make that.
Yeah, you have to hire regional or store managers, and you have to fire them when they're not executing within the first 200 days.
200 days is the mark.
200 days is your mark. That's
Okay.
arbitrary, but it feels good to me. I like 6 months. You can get an obnoxious read on somebody in 6 months.
Yeah, I think what happens though, and I'm speaking for myself, but I think I might also be speaking for small business, brick and mortar, is that you just need a body in the position. And so if they're breeding, you hire them.
Listen, I've lived in retail for the first 12 years, 13 years of my career. That is short-term thinking.
I get it.
Well, great. You'll get short-term results.
I get that too. So how do you get past that? How do you get past that short-term?
I always tell people this analogy. If somebody called me and said, hey, I want to get into shape, I say you have to eat better and you have to exercise. The advice is simple. The execution is hard.
Right.
You know, what you have to do is find the right leaders in your store. The advice is simple. The execution's hard. What makes the execution easier is constantly interviewing for somebody better than the person you have currently, which gives you the leverage to fire the person you currently have. The biggest mistake that people do is they don't execute on the offense once they have something in place. Once you have your current manager in place, you should be in concurrent interviewing her or his replacement in case they don't work out. And that is the biggest mistake that people make. Nobody does that. I did, and that's why I won.
Okay,
that makes sense, right? That's like a little bit of a different kind of...
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense. So let me ask you, here's part 2 of my question. I am a cancer survivor. I am just recently a best-selling author of a book called Shine Beyond Cancer, and I am launching that second part of a business because I'm always creating.
Yep.
You're an
entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur. And so I feel like I'm
Can I ask you something crazy?
Yeah.
The first business we just talked about on the retail side, do you own 100% of it?
100%.
One of the things that I would tell you that you should sleep on is, should you give up 20% of the business being earned out over 4 years for a minority partner that allows you to be the entrepreneur that you are?
That's fucking crazy because I have been thinking about that.
Because you're fucking smart. Now, before you give somebody 20%, earned out over 4 years, which means how I would structure it is if they don't make it to year 1, they get nothing. If they make it to year 1, they get 5% of the business. Are you following me?
Gotcha.
So now all of a sudden you're less scared, right? Because when people hear that from me, they're like, I'm fucking scared. What if I pick the wrong person? Good news. You have 11 months and 7 weeks to figure out if it's the right person before you give them 5 points. Got it?
Right. Yep.
What I love is you rotating managers until you find somebody you love, because that's the right person to make that bet with, not somebody from the outside that you think is right.
Exactly. But I also have a business that can be franchised and grown and scaled.
Cool. So now you need to decide what makes you happier, being a creative entrepreneur or maximizing the business that you have. Or be like me, where 80% of your time and 100% of your energy is to be building your core thing, aka Vayner, and 20% of your time and the extra 20 to 50% of your energy builds other shit so you can be creative. That is the secret of me.
Okay,
80% of me, of my time, but 100% of my energy is the CEO of VaynerMedia, which is why it's a monster business. 20% of my time and the extra 50% of my energy is around Garyvee and all my other mishigas, including fucking Empathy Wines.
Right, but okay, so what I hear you saying is that what I have and what I can scale and what I can turn into millions is what is literally what I have in my brick and mortar. I just have to learn how to scale that.
Correct.
Where I'm not the person.
Correct. You're not the scaler, you're the creator.
I'm the creator.
Now you have to find somebody who's not a creator, who wants to quote unquote take advantage and get 20% of the business for being the scaler, and both of you win. You ever see like a 70-year-old dude like married to like a 34-year-old woman?
Dude, I live in Naples, Florida all the time.
So what's happening in that situation is both parties have made a trade that values both parties, right?
Right, everybody's winning. Everybody's getting what they need.
Correct. That's what I want you to do as an entrepreneur. You can find somebody who's an incredible scaler, an executor, an operator, who's just a manager of a great company, but they just have a good salary. Now she or he has the ability to own 20% of a business, but for you it allows you to do other shit because you're creative as fuck. Understand?
Understand. So now I have this
I'm starting to show my real shit. I'm sorry.
And I have this book, and I have this experience, and I have this coaching, and I have this online opportunity. And again, it's all about creating, and it's about creating content, and it's about creating value, and it's about giving people what they need. And so now I'm torn between, do I put my energy into the brick and mortar and build that and scale that, or do I put my energy
Ready? We're gonna end with this. I think you need to hire a tremendous manager for your brick and mortar who has the potential to be your minority partner, or find somebody who scaled brick and mortar as an executive. Like, who was the number 7 at Orange Theory 4 years ago?
Right.
Do you see where I'm going?
Yep.
That's it.
Okay.
I love you.
All right, love you. Hey, when you get to Naples, I'm gonna send you an email. When you come to Naples, we're hanging out. You're gonna sign my bottles of wine. I'm giving them away.
Love it. Done. In. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Go ahead, Nate.
You want to talk to Hammy?
I want to talk to everybody. Anybody who fucking bought it, I need to fucking talk to. I just drank a whole fucking bottle of wine. I cannot believe I drank a whole fucking bottle of wine. Dude, it's uncomfortably easy to drink. Empathy wines, uncomfortably easy to fucking drink. Order now at empathywines.com. Guys, order a 3-pack, would you? Fuck. Right, Babin? Like, everybody right now, just go to empathywines.com and order a 3-pack subscription. It's 9 fucking bottles of wine. You drink 9 fucking bottles of wine. And if not, you're drinking like 9 bottles of fucking vodka. Just replace it. Next. What up, Instagram? Instagram's fucking going crunk. What up, King Boris? Bro, I'm under 21, then you can't fucking buy it, dude. What the fuck? Rogoff, what do you got on LinkedIn?
This one's also on voice. I'm sure in B2B, voice will also become a reality. How do you see devices like Alexa playing in that world, and what kind of,
I believe that voice will be a toll booth to our society, no different than search was. Thus, B2B will play out. If people are searching for you on Google, they'll be searching for you on voice. How do you show up as the result will be the question. Dude, please Twitter, the 244 of you, please buy empathywines.com. I'm about to cancel Twitter so I can restart it and have 800 of you.
Hello?
Hello, it's Gary Vaynerchuk.
Hey, Gary. How's it going?
Good, man. What's your name?
This is Luke from Minnesota.
Luke, I appreciate it, brother. Are you a Vikings fan?
We're all Vikings fans here in Minnesota.
That's a solid point. Dude, what Anthony Barr did to the fucking Jets by reneging on the contract broke my fucking heart.
I believe it. But you guys got Bell now, so it should be a good year, right?
Yeah, but we should have fucking both dudes.
But you should have both, yeah.
Anyway.
I'm surprised, but I guess he's loyal back to us, right?
Yeah, but he shouldn't have fucking said to us that he was fucking gonna sign with us.
That's true.
I'm pissed. Anyway,
I had to get
how
out
are
the
you?
wallet.
Dude, thank you
Hey,
so
it's a
much
good
for
evening.
buying empathy. What are you gonna do with the wine?
I'm gonna give it away and then throw a little party here this summer down at the beach house and have some friends over.
Love you. Thank you so much, bro. What can I help you with?
That's the plan.
Thank you.
Yeah. So recently, I just made a job change. I've been in the real estate industry for six years. I'm 36 years old. Had a really good run the last 3 years. Our average home sale here in our county is about 140,000. So it's very low, probably compared to obviously where you're at, or even in Minneapolis.
Still fucking amazing, bro. Congratulations.
So it's about 5.6 million I've been doing in sales, which equates, it's about 150,000 in commissions. Recently I made a job change, but I'm going to continue the real estate industry just because I'm passionate about it. I'm wondering on how to position myself in a small market where the talk is, it's a wildfire here when you make a job change in our community. We got about 10,000 people. So with that being said, we got a lot of realtors talking about Luke making the move. What's Luke going to be doing? Is he going to continue real estate? Answer is yes, I'm going to be continuing real estate. However, trying to get that transition of part-time, but explaining to my clients that my hustle is still there.
I mean, I think you just fucking communicate it with LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram content.
Just keep communicating that way. Take the jabs.
Take the jabs, right? It's just communication. Like, people grossly underestimate communication.
So service the client to the best of ability, get back to them, just keep servicing, and
that's right, because you're building up karma. It's like tonight, right? Like
right.
I'm giving so much in the macro, and it's stunning how few people that are watching the stream are actually buying empathy when I'm desperately asking. This is like, I'm in plead mode. I'm like telling people, like, I've sold 5,000 cases, I need to sell 25,000. Like, this is no joke, but it's okay because you just keep servicing and karma takes over in the macro long term.
So what's your say when you're in a listing presentation and the sellers that are looking to hire you to list their property say, Luke, I heard you just went part-time. What do you say?
That my part-time's better than a fucking bullshit other people's full-time.
Got it. Just be confident.
Well, if you can actually back it up, because otherwise you're full of shit. Like,
right.
Like when I talk to people, they're like, Gary, your keynote speech is 200,000. I can get somebody else for 40,000. I'm like, I'm a better deal at 200,000 than that other person at 40,000. And no joke, bro, I genuinely believe it.
Awesome.
You know, like it's not super complicated. Like back to like keeping this meta. Like, I know that we're making $40 to $50 to $60 wine for 20 bucks. Like, we're pushing hard right now, but when I tell you that the next 30 to 60 days on Facebook and Instagram, when people try the rosé and post about it, will be when we grow. So when I come out here and say, look, $40 wine for 20 bucks, like, you have to deliver on that. Bro, right. I genuinely believe, even listening to you for fucking 2 minutes, that your part-time is better than 90% of people's full-time.
I believe that too.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Tell them Deion Sanders' 1991 Braves.
That's true. Home run.
Like fucking, like his part-time while he played for the Falcons was still better than fucking their alternatives, which is why they dealt with that fucking shit of him being part-time.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
No, I fully understand you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything you do and giving out all the free content, just kind of like what everyone else has been saying tonight.
I appreciate it, bro. Tonight's been super fun.
Yeah, I can't believe you put down that bottle so
dude,
quick.
I can't believe I drank a fucking bottle of wine. I like
you drank a bottle of wine.
Dude, it's funny. I'm looking at Babin, but he looks like a chimpanzee. Like, shit's getting weird out here. You know, like, it's funny. So.
That's awesome. Is this call recorded at all so I can save it?
Yeah, of course. It's done.
They are? Awesome.
Yeah, we're saving it. We're going to post the whole fucking thing. You'll be able to clip it.
That's awesome.
All right, bro.
Cool,
Thank
Gary.
You. See ya.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, bro.
Later.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
This is Ryan. Who's this?
It's Gary fucking Vaynerchuk.
What's up, man? This is Hammy TV.
I know, bro. Dude, Hammy, I literally think you're a top 100 Instagram account in the world, and people are sleeping on your talent.
Thank you, Gary. I try my best.
Do you think people sleep on your talent because you're sex-oriented? Even Trouty. Trouty hits me like, I genuinely think when you post whatever Hammy fucking empathy wine video you're gonna post is, which you're not charging me for, which you probably could charge 50,000 for, is gonna sell so much fucking wine. I need to call you, but I'll tell you now. In that post, I kind of need you to say, hey, like I need you to break the fourth wall, and after you're done with your skit, I need you to be like, hey, Gary means a lot to me, he's helped me a lot. Like if you order, it would mean a lot to me. That's when I think I would sell a fuckload. But like Trouty DMs me, he's like, yo, he's like, are we cool with the Hammy thing? He's got a ton of dildo content on his account. What was my reply, Trouty?
No, I mean, you're not going to put that in the wine, though.
My reply was yep, right? Yeah. Literally, dude, Hammy, you'll love this. Trouty, who's the best? And he gets it, like he's not a fucking prude, he's just like worried about, he's like a businessman. He literally writes me, he's like, are we, like, not in a great way, he's like, hey, just triple checking, are we cool with sending Hammy wine for his skit? I don't know if you know that, because they know that I barely consume anything and don't give a fuck. He's like, just so you know,
of course.
An obnoxious amount of Hammy TV's content is fucking dildo shit. My reply was like, no. He's like, are we cool with it? My reply, it was amazing. On this thread, my reply was, yep. Dude, Hammy, I'm not joking.
Oh my God.
I'm not joking, bro. After you make your little skit, if you figure out how to put like the last 5 seconds breaking the wall and being like, hey, Gary's a homie, this whole channel has, like, he's a homie, like, please order. I actually think it might be the big, like, I feel like your community is so gives a fuck about you. I think we're gonna sell a fuckload of wine. And I hope your whole premise is like, yo, serve fucking empathy wine because you're gonna get fucking lucky tonight if you do.
No, I mean, there's gonna be no dildos in the
I'm
video.
about to hook up with Babin. I'm so fucking cocked on this fucking empathy bottle. And he just bought 9 bottles, and that's not even that much.
I'm ready. I've been waiting for any bottle that comes here. I've been waiting,
sent the case,
I ordered the case too.
Where we,
so.
It went out today.
It went out today, right? Hammy's? Mass?
Yeah.
You'll be getting it shortly, bro. I'm dying to hear what you're gonna do. Like, I'm all about it, bro. Do whatever the fuck you want. You know your audience.
No dildos. It won't be dildos.
Dude,
Come on, man.
Dildos. I want fucking every... Dude, whatever sells the most, you know your audience.
I know what I'm doing. I mean, I just grew 320,000 people in 2 weeks.
I know it's sexually oriented, but I trust you blindly. I believe this, bro. It's crazy that you, and you know what's really funny? You know what's funny, Hammy? I fucking hate the Patriots more than I hate, I don't know, everything that's bad in the world. Like, I hate the Patriots more than I hate Hitler, right? Like, I hate the Patriots. But
I know.
Tonight, you, Bob Memory, like, it's amazing how much I love the people from fucking Boston area. I love the human beings from the Boston area until they talk about football. Then I want to stab a pencil through their fucking dick hole.
This empathy wine sounds like it's getting twisted. I can't wait to get it. I'm excited. Gary sounds lit right now. I can't even see him.
I went to college in Newton, Mass. I spent a ton of time because of Mount Ida and like the hoods of Massachusetts. Like AJ went to BU. He married an incredible girl from Boston. Trouty's from the Boston area. I love Boston humans, especially pre-2001 when you guys still had ruggedness. You've won too many titles. Now you're a bunch of fucking soft dick faces. As sports fans. But as humans, I fucking love the fuck out of you.
Hey Gary, wait. So while we're here, I think I got 2 real questions. The first is, I'm interested in how you got to be able to deliver to Massachusetts, because that had to have been difficult, right? For the license with liquor?
The most exciting thing about Empathy Wines is Wine Library and other retailers can't ship to Illinois, Texas, and Massachusetts, but when you're a winery, you can ship to these states as a winery. That's why.
Nice. Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not easy. That's nice. I was always wondering. I was like, how did he pull it off?
You know, there's that funny viral video when a kid asked me about cannabis. Like I just posted on Instagram. One of my all-time great clips is some kid from Houston complaining he's lazy as shit. Like I roast him. It's a super viral clip. We just posted it on IGTV. But in there, he says he's from Houston. I talk about hating Texas because I can't ship there. Now with empathy, I finally can. So I'm super fired up.
Perfect. Well, I'm not going to waste your time because I don't even remember. I was going to ask something.
Dude, Hammy, on a serious note, everybody's watching Hammy TV. Go follow the account. I mean, look, it's a little racy. It's him and his, are you guys married? Help me.
Not yet. We're getting there.
Fiance.
Almost.
Fiancé or not
We're
yet?
getting there.
Fiancé. What the fuck is that? No. Dude, I'm fucking finished. Like, she's your fiancé?
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm not in a cheater.
First of all, when you guys came here, the first thing that went through my head is like, dude, this guy's batting way over his head. She's way too cute for you, bro.
Oh, you're killing me, Gary. That's fucked, but I love it.
Like, she's like a solid 9 and you're like a 6. Like, you know.
And I'm Irish too, so you know what that means, right?
You're
I get the curse. So
you're a 4, bro.
Yeah.
But dude, you're fucking charismatic as fuck, so it all made sense to me.
Gary, everything I learned from you, so I don't know.
Hammy,
anything
I expect the greatest piece of content ever. I'm so fired up to see what you come up with. You can't imagine.
Yeah, I get about 7 skits written down, so that's what I do. I just think all day throughout the day, and then I just write them.
Everybody's watching. If you're okay with sexually oriented content, because that's what it is, but it is with his fiance. It's super funny. Hammy TV, one of the great accounts on Instagram. What's the matter, Babin?
Anyway, Gary, I'll let you get to your people, all right?
Love
if you need anything, you know where to get me. Love you.
Thank you, bro. The battery on the camera light? All right.
Like the power pack you want now.
All right. YouTube and Facebook, see ya. Hopefully you're on Instagram and Twitter now. Let's go. Basically anything you ever tell me in secret always is potentially.
Hello?
Zach!
What's going on, Gary?
First of all, thank you for the barters. Thank you so much for the order tonight.
You're welcome. Yeah, man, I've been following you for a long time and definitely motivate me to get after it, and really excited to buy 100+ cases of your wine with some of my partners. One of my clients, a cannabis company, we're going to meet you in LA next month and have a good time and learn everything we can from you and your team.
Dude, I fucking love you, bro. I can't wait to bring value. What can I answer for you tonight?
I guess I got one quick question for you.
Buzzed Gary is a rare feat. Like, this is like, I don't know, 15 times a month. I'm actually not that buzzed, but there's definitely something going on. So I'm definitely not normal. So anything's possible right now, so fire away.
Yeah. I guess my question for you is, I left my ad agency I worked at for several years. I left it at age 24, started my own, launched it here in Anchorage, Alaska. And I guess the hardest thing is what's the best way to scale that, going from, we're on scale to do 4x what we did last year. But the problem we're running into is how can we convince the companies, the agents, how can we get new clients to break the mold from the way they're doing things with the old agencies here and adopt a newer form of doing things, creating content, going digital.
Since I lived it, you don't spend any time on people, you don't spend any time, I saw that text. You don't spend any time on convincing people that are not convincible.
Yeah.
This is a very important point. What up, Pat Flynn? This is a very, very important point, brother. You spend 0 time trying to convince people that are not bought in.
Just move on.
Correct. Are you following? It's a very important point. The reason I was able to build Vayner from 0 to 150 million in 7 years is because I didn't spend time trying to convince people. I just moved on to the next person.
And I guess it's pretty clear when they're not buying in.
King Boris. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, it's pretty clear when they're not buying in and when it's time to move on.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes I'm in a meeting 7 minutes in, and I just mail in the next 23 minutes to get the fuck out of there because I realize they believe in fucking television commercials and billboards.
It's exactly what we run into here, man. It's a conservative market, and they're fucking running
good
print
news.
ads.
Don't fucking shit on Alaska. It's a conservative world. I'm in fucking New York, and they're conservative as fuck.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good point.
Got it? It's a conservative.
Yeah, great info.
It's a conservative world. Like, people don't like change. It's why people lose. It's why Sears and Toys R Us go out of business. It's why Netflix is putting fucking ABC and NBC out of business. It's a conservative fucking world because 99% of people are in defense and run on fear, not on offense and optimism.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I mean, we're doing 8X on, fucking digital ads for people and showing them the numbers, and they don't want to keep doing it. And so I guess it's exactly what you're saying. Just move on. Move on.
Wide net, find your fucking crew, and move on. Got it?
I appreciate it. Won't take more of your time. See you in April next month.
Can't wait, brother. Love you. Raga. And you go next. Nate. What up, Twitter? Fucking love you guys. Instagram, what up? I am Tot.Tish. What do you got?
This one's on college.
Viper?
They disagree with you a little bit.
Good. I love being disagreed with.
College is more than just books and classes. For me, I received 2 educations in one. As a kid from New Hampshire, I learned a lot about Southern culture from attending the university.
Cool, you don't have to pay fucking $90,000 fucking a year on debt to learn Southern culture. Go work at fucking Chick-fil-A in fucking Birmingham. Fucking ridiculous. This whole fucking argument about college being about more, college being more things than fucking just education. You're paying for the fucking bullshit education, guys. Like, fucking Christ, like if you want to learn about Southern culture and not pay $63,000 a fucking year and collect debt, you can just go to fucking Little Rock, Arkansas and hang the fuck out. Like, if we're really at a place where college is getting credit for its location, this dude fucking justified college paying $40,000 to $80,000 a year, maybe collecting debt on where the fucking college is located. Are we really at that place? Do you need more college scandal as rich fuckers buy their kids' way in because they're so fucking insecure? They want their kid to go to Harvard to look good at the country club? Are we really keeping up the institution of college in 2019? Fuck you. What else? What else is college more than books and classes? Because there's a lot of, I'm gonna start a business, pay me $5,000 a year, and I'll let you hang out with other 18 to 22 year olds. I'll build a big fucking business. As a matter of fact, I'll even fly in Gunna and Lil Baby to entertain you fuckfaces. Give me 80 fucking thousand people paying me $5,000. Not 80,000, not 70,000, give me 5K. And you'll learn about Southern culture, Raghav. What else does fucker justify his fucking spend on? That his parents wasted their money on, or he's collecting debt in perpetuity?
He joined a frat, he made some lifelong friends.
Oh, that's very nice. Babin made lifelong friends here, not a fucking, did you go to college? Of course not. Did you make lifelong friends here? Fucking D-Rock, your arch rival? Friend.
I thought they were best friends.
Life. What else does he justify? Ask him if he paid for college or if his parents paid for it. It's fucking bullshit. I don't need to drink a bottle and a half of fucking rosé to say this is bullshit. I can teach you Southern culture and fucking make you friends, and you can pay me $160,000 over 4 years. Don't let this fuckface collect debt. Sounds like somebody that has his parents paying for college. Show me where he's at 28 years old. Friends and frat. Get the fuck out of here. Super glad you fucking, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Is there anything more to say?
Wait, does Verizon ring back on while your party is?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, it's Gary Vaynerchuk. How are you?
Gary!
What's your name? What's your name, darling?
My name is Ramia Henderson. I'm in Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
Ramia, thank you so much, first of all, for ordering the club. It means the world to me.
Oh my God, I was just listening online.
You're trying to be a doctor, go to college. What's that?
I was just listening online. I was like, oh my God,
Dio,
not
you look fucking, hold on, Ramia, so hold on. Dio, you just changed your shirt. Get over here. I need your six-pack on live. Dude, you look great. What the fuck was that? Dude, I'm proud of you. That fucking hold on, show me one more time. You don't need to show, I need to see it. I don't need any more. Dio, you look great. Have you been really focused this last 3 months? Yeah. Have you seen how focused Phil has been? Yeah. Phil looks great.
Phil looks great.
Who's been bad? Sid, right? No, Sid looks fine. Who's been bad? I can't point people out. But who comes to mind when I say that? I'll tell you later. Okay, good. All right, mate, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi. What's going on?
So I purchased your wine because I own a sewing school in Maryland.
Okay.
And I host sip and sews. And so I've been buying all this bullshit wine, like serving it to my clients, customers, or whatever. And I saw empathy wine. And I'm like, great. I am going to serve my customers empathy wine.
I love you so much for that. I really appreciate it. What in my content has brought you the most value?
So I've been struggling with like how to focus. And so I've heard you say, you know, taste everything, but I can tell you, like, I'm a fashion designer. I own a sewing school. I'm a realtor, and my day job is I'm an IT project manager. I want to quit my job so bad that I could just taste it.
Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things I've been thinking a lot about with quitting jobs is, are you willing to live a more humble lifestyle from your expenses that allow you to quit your job quicker?
So I also know your position kind of like on real estate. So I own my own home. I'm renting a home in DC. I want to let the home in DC like go and just like live in my current place.
Yes.
I think I can like.
Look, I think one of the biggest ways to get happy is to stop spending stop spending money on dumb shit, which allows you to get to a place where you quit your jobs quicker.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like, I'm very big on this. Everybody thinks about making more money to quit their job. I'm thinking about spending less money on dumb shit.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been doing less of that and like pouring more into my business.
Yes.
So, you know, every chance I get, I'm buying empathy wine for my sip and sews, and you know, I've paid off my car, but this house in DC is sort of like, I don't really need the headache, right? I need to focus more on my shit.
I get it. That makes a lot of sense to me. Look, I think it's about overhead and investment, and you just have to think about how you want to attack it and in what time frame. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, my time frame to like quit my job is like a year.
Okay.
But like I hate it. Like I want to quit right now.
The only way you can quit right now is by cutting your overhead.
Okay.
People can quit their bullshit job quicker if they pay less in rent and mortgage and stop buying fucking Off-Whites and going to Turks and Caicos on vacation.
Right.
Everybody talks about making more money. Nobody talks about wasting money on dumb shit.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I mean, you've definitely helped me. Like, okay, anything that I make, I need to reinvest into my business and not like, you know, happy hours and trips to Miami and like all the other shit that I've been doing for the last 10 years.
Listen, people are working bullshit jobs to maintain their lifestyle of short-term shit that allows them to escape their unhappiness of their bullshit job. It's one fucking vicious cycle. Like, you're wasting money on trips and escapism because you don't love your day-to-day. And like, that's what I'm trying to get people to focus on, which is instead of spending that money, allow yourself to live a little more humbly, which then allows you to actually love what you do.
Yeah.
It's very real. Like, I think about this all the time. The amount of people that were thrilled with life at 87K, that hate their life at 100K because they became the manager in that company from 87K to 100, and they loved being a doer, but they loved being an Indian, but they hated being a chief on that 13K. But as soon as they got that 13K, they bought some dumb shit or they got a better apartment. I think about this shit every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm like afraid of. Like, I'm an IT project manager.
What up, A-Rod?
I make $150,000 a year.
Good for you. By the way, fun fact, only 2.3% of Americans make over $200,000 a year. You're probably in the top 4 to 7% earners in all of America. Isn't that crazy? America's one of the richest countries in the world, and you right now on the phone are probably in the top 7%, because the top 9% are over 100,000. You're in the top. Did you ever realize that you're in the top 7% of earners in this entire country, which is one of the richest countries in the world?
Well, I realize that when I look at my parents, who combined wasn't even making what I make when they retired.
Love. Love. Good for you. But happiness needs to be what we chase, not how much we make each year. When listen, let me tell you something. And this is the realest shit ever. Maybe it's 2 bottles of rosé in. I probably leave on the table $10 to $15 million a year when I make 5 to 10 a year. Because I want to be happy, and money doesn't make me happy. Now, and that's everybody who's listening is like, fuck you, motherfucker, 7, 8 million, 9 million, 10 million. I get it. But I also did it when I was speaking. I just went to Indonesia, and when I spoke, I made more money in that speech than I made in the first 7 years of my career combined.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, like, what's making me happy is actually, like, doing what you're saying, like, responding to the people who give a shit.
Nino.
And, like, being, like, super focused on what your community is saying.
Good night, Pink.
And the moment I did that, like, my shit was just, like, people were like, oh, my classes were sold out, and people were responding.
100%. Fuck, everybody's so confused. I can't wait for 30 years from now. All these fuckers that are spitting hate, doing the wrong thing, they're all gonna lose. I don't give a fuck. People are so confused. There's so much going on in our culture right now. If you're spitting hate, if you're suppressing somebody, if you are judging somebody, you're gonna fucking lose.
Yep. One of my students yesterday, she said, oh, do you mind if I post like what you're actually telling us in class? And I'm like, I don't care. There's money out here for everyone. And
so much abundance, so much abundance. I fucking love it. I have no courses. I don't want your money. Do I want you to buy wine? Yes, if you buy wine, or you can use it for gifts or business or fucking like motherfucker, if you're watching my shit all day long and you wear sneakers, buy my sneakers if that's cool to you. Like, if you drink wine or you have a strategy for clients or business, cool. But if not, don't.
Right, and that's like I bought the like the small 3-pack, and then I canceled it, and then I got the 720 because I'm like, I'm giving my client free wine every weekend for my sip and so's. Like, why not do this and pour into my business and support you? Because I listen to you fucking every day.
I love you for that. By the way, I just pinned a comment from one of my favorite Jets. Let's talk about this right now. One of my favorite Jets was a rookie last year. On his first game, he just wrote, talk yo shit, bro. So in the first game last year against Detroit, in his rookie year, his first game, I think he went to Tulane. He'll spit it in here if I'm right. He had an interception. I think he wears number 43. I think I'm right. Nickerson. And he had an interception. They called it incomplete, My man, 4-3. I saw it. I know that was a pick. If Todd Bowles fucking challenged it, you would have had a pick, my guy. He's the fucking man. I'm super pumped he just fucking posted in here. I love him so much. It is facts, my dude. That was a pick. You got both feet in. I saw it on the replay. I was in Detroit supporting because that's how I fuck with the Jets. And I can't wait to see you fucking shine this year, my guy. I'm sad Buster's gone. Buster's my dude. I hope he does well in Chicago. But this is going to be your opportunity to shine this year. I'm looking forward to it, 4-3. Anyway, thank you for calling. I love you, and I appreciate the support. I mean it.
I love you too, Gary.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Gary.
No worries.
Bye.
Love you. Go, Nate.
So,
Rob.
It's 11:33. We have 20 people.
It's going to be a long night. All right, we're going speed round. Let's go.
We get there. Right.
It's great when the family's away. We can hustle. Let's go. Yeah, Brian Poole's joined the team. I saw that from Atlanta.
This is madness.
Follow the real P Nick. Real P Nick's got his whole family rocking those jerseys.
Hello.
Hello.
This is the first of the speed round.
This is the first of the speed round. What can I answer for you, brother?
Holy fuck. This is intense. Just little context on myself.
Yes.
Just got fired / lost my job for asking my CEO if she knew you. That was really bad.
Hold on, real quick.
Moving past.
Real quick.
Oh, I know. Yeah, let's hear it.
You asked your CEO if she knew me. She says no and fires you on the spot?
No, I documented the whole thing, uploaded to YouTube. Someone at my company saw it, and it went viral internally. You're blown up. If you do Google Trends, Gary Vaynerchuk in Detroit, Michigan, March 6th, you blew up.
You sent me the email on Google Trends. This was like GM.
I know, it's so embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing.
So
it's embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
You sent me the email with Google Trends in a town hall. You asked, and this is like a big car company, right? I saw this. This hit my radar.
Yeah, that was, yeah. But,
Wait,
yeah.
dude, that
So
video,
now I'm flipping stuff on Facebook.
Wait, that video got you fired?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can't, you can't document anything on campus. So, I knew that, but I was just super excited. I was just documenting, by pure fire.
Good for you.
But it was time. It was tough to walk away from such a stable gig, but it was time. Flipping stuff on Facebook right now.
How's it going?
Trying to start a cannabis. It's going good. My goal is $63 a day is half my salary, and I'm pretty much there. In just the last couple days, right? I grabbed stuff out of the trash.
On a very serious note, retailers are closing out shit in the closeout aisle. Scan it. That shit on Amazon is fucking 3 times the price.
Oh, awesome. So starting up a cannabis trimmer retail company, rentals, and a service base because I can't get into the regulated space in the cannabis world. But if you work any magic and know who to hook me up with, that'd be awesome. But advice for someone starting a cannabis trimming machine.
There's a cannabis agency that I own that I'm a partner in, called Green Street. Google Green Street Gary Vaynerchuk and hit up that agency once you find the LA Times article about us.
I can do that. Green Street.
Green Street.
Well,
we'll take care of it from there.
I'm pretty excited. Hopefully it'll work out well. Anyways, just one last thing. My cousin, he just got drafted. He's in the NFL. Andrew Wiley, Kansas City Chiefs.
I know who Andrew is.
I told him to hit up VaynerSports agency, but maybe you guys can reach out to him because that would be really cool.
I don't want to be. I
I
don't want to be disrespectful to his current agent, but you can tell him if you call him. I mean, is this a close cousin or some weird fucking distant shit?
No, we're brothers.
Call him. He may be happy with his agent, but if he's not, you tell him to email Gary@VaynerSports.com and I'll get him proper.
I will do that.
Awesome.
Well,
love you, bro. Thank you.
I'm giving the way. Yeah, I'm gonna flip the wine to my parents. So.
Thank you, brother. Talk to you.
Have a good one.
Next. I've seen something in while Nate's styling. It's gonna be a long night. Pay less? I love you so much. So pay less flip is ridiculous. Pay less. Get in here. Sit here right now and tell. Get in here. It's fucking your advice. Yo, who's this?
Hey, this is Lucas.
Lucas, it's Gary Vaynerchuk. Give me 1 second. Sit. Tell everybody who
No
you
problem,
are.
yeah.
You're new to the team. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Dania.
Dania, tell them about your flip, like your flip strategy.
Payless is closing. You can't buy it online. You can only get it in stores. They've shut everything down, but you can buy a ton of stuff, like 40-60% off.
Have you done a flip yet?
Mm-hmm. I went
So
on Saturday.
give me a Saturday flip that's exciting.
So I actually went to the one in Ridgewood,
New Jersey.
And they, I'm pretty new to New York.
No
but
worries, go.
They have bare minerals.
By the way, I love Dania. She's doing great content. We have an Amazon, we have a Oprah LinkedIn, Instagram tomorrow that you're gonna see. All her. Go ahead.
There is bare minerals makeup that they sell.
Go.
And it's normally like $20, and I got it for $6.
And?
I'm gonna flip it online.
For?
Probably 18.
On?
With that. Amazon.
How many did you buy?
I bought 5.
So you bought 5 at 30,
Mhm.
and you think 5 are gonna go for about 90.
Yeah, they're looking at between 15 and 18.
Yeah. I love you. Thank you. Yeah, you're fucking dropping flip. I fucking love that shit. All right, bro, how are you?
Good, Gary, good. That was kind of cool to see.
It was. Thank you so much for supporting the wine club.
No, absolutely. I think I'll probably give away 33 bottles and try each one myself and see.
That's
I don't
cool.
drink too much, but
That's cool. What can I answer for you?
Clients and friends.
What can I answer for you?
So I know it's kind of a lightning round, but I just wanted to say I really appreciate your content. Of course, everybody's saying that. It's fantastic. You put out so much, and I just appreciate it.
Thank you.
I particularly like your stuff around like when you're just kind of riffing on education.
Okay.
And not like higher education in college and that kind of stuff. I understand your stance there, but like other types of education, like future.
Okay.
For context, I'm a copywriter, direct response, not content or anything like that. And I train junior writers in a very like small way. And hearing you riff on education and then trying to do that for myself, kind of like I just want to know what your perspective is on what education should look like for like crafts and for professions and that sort of thing. Like especially these a little bit more like a little bit in quant create and a little bit in creative and that kind of thing. So that's where my head's at.
I apologize. Give me 1 second, brother.
No worries. You might hear my dog squealing. She's excited to hear your voice too.
No worries. All right. One more time. I apologize. I had to just text somebody. Go ahead.
Well, so nutshell, I'm a copywriter and I train writers and I train them in small groups.
Yep.
But I focus on direct response stuff.
Okay.
And I consider it to be a profession and a craft and something you get better at.
Because it is. Because it 100% is.
Right. And so, with your perspective on education and getting better at a craft over time and all that kind of stuff, where do you see the future of that profession specifically? Because you riff on copywriters a little bit in your content and you just emphasize the importance, but then it's kind of like, I think we hit that wall of like, it's important, but it's so contextual to each business and so, specific to each industry that you can't really go much further when you're just riffing. So what's your perspective on education, I guess, in the very near future and also on copywriters specifically and knowing that it has to be like that kind of craft?
I couldn't be more bullish on education, right? Like I think being educated and having knowledge is incredibly important. Rest in peace, King Kong Bundy, who just passed recently. I just don't like the current state of how it's packaged and the costs.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't be more passionate about the current state of copywriting because I think it's a grossly underestimated skill set. And so that's kind of where I'm at, which is like I just genuinely believe that education matters. I just hate the way that it's being packaged and sold. And one of the reasons I put out so much content for free is I'm trying to put pressure on the system. Against people that sell $4,000, $7,000, $2,000 $700 or $2,000 courses when I'm putting out better information for free. And then the fact of the matter is there's not a single class in college right now teaching marketing that holds a fucking candle to the shit I'm putting out on a daily basis for free.
Yeah, I 100%, especially for
that's fucking nuts,
though,
right?
Marketing.
Like if you're like a marketing major going to BU, comms major, and you're paying fucking $67,000 a year, and there's like this dick face in New York putting out content every day for free, cheap, and you're in for $250 in debt for education about 1997 marketing, and I'm putting out 2019 marketing for free. That's a brain fuck.
Yeah, it's broken. I mean, it's
and you have a 57-year-old parent that wants you to go to BU because they want to put a bumper sticker on their fucking, like, you know, on their car to look good, and meanwhile they're mad at me because I drop an F-bomb. Like, that's what I'm fascinated about culture.
Oh yeah. Well, so why do you say copywriting is underestimated or like undervalued? Like,
because
why does that happen?
I'm a practitioner and I know how much copy matters. I literally just scolded my team. And not scolded because we're so love here, but like telling them that like stop trying to write the titles on the meme content at the top. Send me the raw video. Let me write the copy, because the thumbnail and the meme title to our content is the difference between 300,000 views and 1.7 million views, and that matters for brand awareness.
Right, but you're the one doing that. You're the one writing it, right?
Yeah, because I'm fucking
for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. Now I probably, you know. I'm so busy that probably like 6 out of 10 headlines that you see on Instagram are coming from my team. But the reality is that's costing me. And one of the things we just talked about tonight before I went live is I want to do the titles.
Yeah.
Copywriting is one of the I'm actually thinking about hiring 70. So one of the things I think are happening that nobody's talking about is ageism. So we're talking about sexism, right? We're talking about racial issues. The thing we're not talking about in this digital world is the massive disrespect to somebody 50 and older. We talk about women, minorities being suppressed. I think there's a massive disrespect for people 50 to 90 years old. One of the big agendas I have at VaynerMedia is hiring 60, 70, 80, 90-year-olds that used to be copywriters for the old Mad Men era and hiring them for VaynerMedia because I think they're better at their craft than a lot of 33-year-olds that think they're fucking hot shit.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, especially if you get some of the guys who are really deep in direct mail and the big campaigns.
Are you kidding? 100%.
Yeah.
There's a woman I met that's 73 years old that would run fucking rings around everybody that works at Vayner. But at Vayner, everybody on the West Coast and East Coast are super socially liberal, but they're completely ageism because they're part of the tech world and part of this new age. So they think like a 71-year-old doesn't know how to use filters on Instagram, but they're completely full of shit. And this is the conversation I want to bring to the forefront.
For sure. No, I totally agree. I mean, some of the best writers that I've seen have been like, even like, so they started like in journalism or something, and then they'll make that switch.
On some serious shit, the number one underrated talent in our society today is not minorities and women. It's people 60 to 90 years old. Yeah. And by the way, women and minorities are underrated as well. But the number one underrated people in the current state are 60 to 90-year-olds. It's an ageism issue right now, on top of a racial and gender issue. But the ageism is completely on full tilt.
Yep. Well, I mean, you're talking about hiring for agencies. I mean, what about the people like me? Like, I freelance. So what about that route? I mean, it's one thing to go internal, but it's another thing to go, you know, when you're in control.
All of it, right? It's macro.
Yeah, I feel like there's more opportunity on the freelance route.
Yeah, I mean,
because you don't have to deal with that 35-year-old hiring manager.
If the freelance route's amazing if you're willing to have the anxiety of going paycheck to paycheck.
That's true.
By the way, Joey Fatone, I see you in the comments. One of the fucking icons. Like, by the way, watching the Jonas Brothers have a hit right now, like I really think NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, like contemporary, obviously they're doing great with like the classics, but like what's amazing about being a brand at any point is you're always one song away from being relevant again. And so I watch like some of the classics. This is my big beef with Billy Joel and Elton John. Like put out new music. And do a collaboration with like Lil Keed and Gunna and fucking, you know, Tierra Whack. Like there's a way for them to hack it. Anyway, nonetheless, just on my mind. Big fan of Joe. Joe Fadone's fucking talented. That My Greek Wedding, Broadway, like just a fucking charismatic, lovable fucking character. I see him in the fucking Instagram right now, so I want to give him love. Anyway, bro, you got this. Like, you got it down.
Yeah. Hey, Gary,
Love it.
I appreciate your
Thank you,
time.
bro.
Thanks again.
Talk to
Have a
you
good
soon.
one.
Hey, we might have to do a separate session. It's fucking midnight out here. I have to get up at like 6 a.m. and work out. What a night, huh? Everybody watching right now, go to Twitter and tell everybody that if they're not fucking part of our community, they're a fucking idiot. Right, May?
This is Marty.
Marty.
Hello?
Marty!
Garyvee, you're lit, dude.
Dude, I'm actually lit tonight. Like, I actually think if you put a match and I blew on it, the whole fucking world would explode. Yeah, dude, that's exactly right. Big shout out to King Kong fucking Bundy. Dude, rest in peace. What can I answer for you?
All right, so give you just some quick context. So 8th grade dropout.
Yes.
Was a web
fucking
guy
intense.
for web. I learned the web trade doing a web developer position when I was 13. Someone taught me the ropes. Got bored of it. Went into marketing. Tried starting on my own company maybe 4 or 5 times. Failed huge. Went into retail. Opened up some locations in kiosks and decided to go wholesale. Failed. And now I got a marketing contract last year that drove up some business, about $1 million for this granite company down the road. And at the end of the year, they told me they didn't want it because it wasn't their customer. So I said, well, I'll go after it then. So I opened up this showroom last Monday selling cabinets and countertops. And, now here I am a week into it. We freaking killed it week 1. And now I'm trying to figure out, which direction do I head in? Do I just crush the competition by being cheaper because I don't have the overhead? Or,
Yep. Price is a great short-term arbitrage.
Okay.
The end. If you don't have the overhead, like one of the reasons Wine Library became huge was because I didn't pay myself more than $50,000 over the first 8 years, even though I took it from 3 to 45 million.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. No, I got you.
Humility and living humble is the single biggest advantage for small businesses from going to small to large. The biggest reason most people don't build big businesses is because as soon as they have a little momentum, they buy a fucking Mercedes. Do you understand? When I was building Wine Library from 3 to 60 million, I didn't change my lifestyle. Let me say it one more time for the kids in the back. When I was building Wine Library from 3 to 60 million, I did not change my lifestyle. I went to fucking Jakarta, Indonesia last weekend, and made more money than I made in the first 7 years of my career combined. Because as I built my dad's business from 3 to 60 million, I didn't change my salary. That's not fair. I went from 35 to 40,000 to 45 to 50,000 in that 7-year window. I started VaynerMedia at 34 years old, leaving my family business that I built from 3 to 60 million in the conference room of another company because I had no money. All these trolls that go into my comments that say, don't listen to Gary, he was given $3 million, are reading headlines and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're bad excuses. I went into my family business, worked my fucking face off from 22 to 34 for 12 years, gave up my entire social life, gave up every weekend, gave up any leisure and fun, spent 12 years and built my family business from 3 to 60 million and left with nothing because I owned none of the fucking business and I never paid myself more than 100K at the apex. Mainly I paid myself 50,000 because I invested all the money back into the business. That was the only way to get it from 3 to 60. But all the fuckers that are watching right now, as soon as they get a little something, they buy dumb shit and they don't reinvest it in their fucking business.
Right. And, right now, we've been living, we kind of sacrifice and we're living with, my in-laws. We don't pay ourselves and just kind of throwing everything back in.
Yes.
Just
dirty.
hustle, man.
Live dirtier. You want to build something big? Live fucking dirtier. live fucking dirtier. Everybody thinks their business pays them. I'm paying the business.
Yep.
I'm feeding the fucking business.
Sweet. Well, we plan on drinking this wine, man. My wife is a huge wine fan, so I'm excited to get it.
I'm humbled by your support, brother. It means the fucking world to me.
Yeah, man. I went out and saw you in D.C. I think it was in January, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, you're out. It's Robert Herchback, and
yeah, it was a good one. I fucking brought it that day.
Yeah, it was sweet, man.
Thank you, bro.
So
I appreciate it.
Keep it up. I appreciate it, dude.
Thank you, bro. Let's keep it going. Dustin, people are confused. Humility is the foundation of success.
Hello?
Yo! Marcus,
Yo.
how are you? It's Gary Vaynerchuk.
Oh my God, Gary. My man, how are you?
I'm fucking drunk and tired as fuck, but I'm fired the fuck up because I'm so grateful for you buying 3 cases of this fucking amazing wine.
You are, seriously, first of all, you're a huge inspiration. I want to just thank you and tell you I got so much gratitude. I know everyone's saying that to you tonight, and I can't believe that you're still there, you're still working, you're still drinking wine, which is awesome, and I'm excited. So I just wanted to...
Real quick, I apologize, brother. How many 3-packs did we sell?
3-packs?
You know, I'm sorry, I apologize. 3 case orders?
Oh, probably close to 30.
Right. I'm sitting here.
Yep.
This is like the most meta night of everything I believe in, right? If you think about my career, at where I'm at, the leverage I have, the businesses I own, the net worth I have, the money I have, the opportunities I have, the leverage I have, I'm sitting here tonight for the last fucking 4 hours, answering questions. I've sold 100 cases of wine. 100.
Yep.
I need to sell 25,000.
Yep.
I've sold 100.
Call by call.
Bro, 100. I need to sell 25,000. Humility,
Yeah, but you know,
humility is the foundation of long-term success.
I got to tell you, I thought I was going to miss your call because I'm in Times Square and my band that I manage is doing a photo shoot. It's like 30 degrees out and they're like half dressed. And I just got done with it and I'm like, and my wife called me and she's like, he just called someone and they didn't answer and it was probably you. I said, no, babe, I've been listening all night. And then you called me after we just got done. It's unbelievable. And I think like everything that you're doing, like, all I do all day long, if I own my own business, and if I'm down, if I'm just not feeling right, I just check in with you. And all I got to do is watch one of your videos, and that helps me through the day. Let me tell you something. I used to go see a therapist for $200 an hour. I'd sit in her room for 40 minutes for $200 an hour, okay? I can go to one of your videos and watch 45 seconds, and that's going to switch my whole day. That's going to switch my whole day.
I get it, bro.
That's what you're doing.
I'm
just letting you know.
Dude, brother, I'm trying to I'm fucking trying to change and break the entire fucking framework.
Yep.
Like if you don't like I'm on some legacy shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I watch you did a podcast with my friend Chad, big tall guy Chad.
Yep, I know Chad.
Maryland.
Yep.
It was so inspiring to just, again, just listening to your game plan and talking about how many people you want to touch in your life. Like how many. And it's just, I don't know that people actually really understand. You're going for, it's all of it.
Bro,
and you're doing it.
You're
doing it fucking call by call.
Dude, when I tell you, I sit here today in my gut, in my fucking heart, that, that I haven't even started. Like I'm at zero. I'm at zero. I don't think people understand. Like dude, I haven't fucking started. I literally think I'm like 15 years old. Like, I know that 99% of the world doesn't know who I am. I know that if I get hit by a bus tonight, I get a trending topic on Twitter tomorrow. for 4 to 7 hours, some love. My latest comment on Instagram will have 100,000 comments, and then that'll be it. That'll be it. Like, when you know you mean nothing, but you aspire to be everything, you pull from opposite directions at a level that nobody's ever seen before. That's my fucking framework. If I'm blessed with health, I'm fucking going for it all. I'm going for it all.
Health is that we're nothing without health. We're nothing without health. And let me tell you, you could have ran through these phone calls tonight, Gary. You know, you could have stayed on the phone for 20 seconds with these
This is really funny.
But you didn't do that.
But bro, you're gonna love this. This is a comment that I see on my screen. Kentwana says, Gary is an arrogant fool who's disrespecting this caller.
What?
But bro, that's like honestly, that's like, you know, I'm gonna pin his tweet because I think he deserves, and I'm not razzing. I'm fascinated by Kentwano's comment. Like, what are you doing up at midnight, leaving a comment that says I'm an arrogant fool, disrespecting this caller? Like, I don't think that's a troll. I don't think that's a hater. I process in my head in the fascination of why one sees that. And then I go into empathy. This is why we call it empathy. I go and try to figure out what Kentwano is going through in his life that compels her or him to leave that comment. I'm fascinated by this shit.
And that's deep, honestly, because flipped it. You could, you know, some people are going to get mad and upset at what, you know, but you're trying to look at the other side. Where's this person coming from?
I'm looking
what
at the other
made them
side.
do that?
I'm not mad at Kentwano. Like, I don't feel like the pain. I don't feel the pain for me. I feel the pain, not that I feel the pain for them. They could be like a 15-year-old kid that's just looking for attention. I don't know anything.
Right. No, you don't know. You
but
can't
I'm
tell.
fascinated by the world. Like, I'm fascinated by that shit, right? Like, I don't know. Anyway, man, anything I can answer?
Well, I want to tell you one thing.
Please.
I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to ask you for a question. I'm not going to ask you a question because you've answered so many questions for me without me even asking you. But I just want to offer you. I want to say one thing to you. I manage these bands. Some people in your office probably have heard of them. One's called Jesse's Girl. They do a whole 80s show. The other one's called The Fresh to the Bel Air. They do a whole 90s show. They both do weekly shows in the city. But I just want to make an offer to you. Both of those bands they're pretty, like, they sell out shows. If you go online, you'll see them. They play the Capitol Theater, the Paramount Theater. They do weekly shows in New York City. I just want to make this offer to you, okay? And you don't need to announce it. You don't need to say I offer this. You don't tell anybody. Okay. I want to offer any of my bands. If you go on my website, it's mlpresents.com. mlpresents.com.
ML, like Mary Larry.
Marcus. Yep. ML Presents. If you go and see my bands, and my bands get $15,000 to $25,000 show. I will donate my band to play at any.
No bullshit, please. Just ask Gary. Do you ever come to New York City? I live in New York City. I work out of New York City. Go ahead, brother. If anybody comes to your shows.
No. If you go on my thing, I don't care if it's 2 weeks from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. If you want any of my bands, I will deliver them free. Not one dime. I don't care if it's for a charity, if it's for your sister's wedding, if it's for your best friend's engagement party. I will deliver my band. I'm not kidding. You'll see how real they are.
Dude, brother, email me at Gary at VaynerMedia.com.
Yep.
And we're going to figure something out. I'll have them play at a Vayner event just to give you exposure.
Whatever you want. If you want them to come in your office, if you wanted them to come in your office and play for your staff and pump them up with 80s or 90s music for an hour.
I live for 80s or 90s music. Like, Walk Like an Egyptian is my fucking jam.
Dude, Jesse's Girl, I mean, they did Neil Patrick Harris's 40th birthday. I mean, they're the real deal. You'll see them. But that's my offer to you, and not a dime.
Send me an email, bro. And the best
I'm
part about
it
is I'm uncomfortable with being given. I want to give in return. If you've been watching tonight, somebody spent $720. I'm trying to figure out how to give them $7,200 to $72,000. Send me an email. We're gonna use them, and then we're gonna give fucking exposure out the fucking ass.
But Gary,
like diarrhea, motherfucker.
I know, but I just want to tell you, I swear to God, if you didn't tell anybody I've ever made you that offer, I will deliver that shit to you for nothing, because you know what?
I'm gonna have them come in here and drop some fucking Culture Club on everybody's fucking face.
You remember Culture Club?
Dude,
all right, we're at
I'm a fucking pop culture fucking savant. People are sleeping on my fucking skills. I know more shit about fucking America than fucking America.
Dude, how many more calls
Dude,
you got tonight?
Do we have any fucking more rosé?
How many more calls you
I
got
like
tonight?
you too much. Send me an email. See ya. All right, Nate. Get the next one. We have like fucking speed round taking fucking 8 years. Ah, fuck. What?
More rosé.
No, I don't need more rosé. Trace. Please, if you're watching, if this has entertained you at all, at least a 3-pack subscription. EmpathyWines.com. Grace.
Hello.
It's Gary.
Hi, Gary. I was just about to go to bed.
Well, wake the fuck up, Grace.
I gotta wake everybody else the fuck up too, because I'm telling you, the speed round is killing me.
I love you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go faster, but I'm going slower.
No, I love you.
I love you
so
more.
much.
Grace, for you and everybody who's watching who ordered, we're going to clearly have to need another session, and Nate and I will work together to allocate an hour in the next 10 business days to call everybody and film. But go ahead, Grace.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that right before I called, because they're all logging off now to go to bed. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there's like a lot of people on the East Coast. It's 12 fucking midnight. They're like number 20 on the fucking list of 27 people. We have to be empathetic.
I understand completely. So, first of all, like everybody said, thank you for being so freaking amazing. I absolutely love it. I love everything you do. Big fan. Also, you know, my one question is there any way I could ever get on stage with you?
Well, talk to me about why.
So I've made my money. I'm an entrepreneur, real happy, love my life. And I get a thrill out of helping other people love their life too.
Well, you know, I don't know, because a lot of times I don't control the stage. But what I would tell you to definitely do based on the vibe here is you should go to VaynerSpeakers. I don't know if you know about VaynerSpeakers, something we just started. You should probably email CC me, Gary at VaynerMedia.com, and maybe there's something we can dig into and figure it out.
Awesome. Love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too.
Bye. Next. Raghav, what do you got?
Another one in college. I'm learning a lot in business school, especially my management and business program. We do a lot of hands-on consulting by developing a business strategy for existing companies and presenting them to executives. It's basically saying that as I work as an intern in real companies, I'm feeling more and more like my classes prepare me for the real world.
Okay. Hold on one more second. This person's saying classes are preparing them for the business world?
As an intern at organizations in college, she feels like what she learned in classes is preparing her for what she's doing on the job there.
That's nice. That's nice is a good reply.
That's nice.
Is her pushback that I'm wrong about college?
Yeah, essentially. It's like
awesome.
saying that, yeah.
Look, first of all, here's the reply. First of all, none of the content I put out in the macro is a one size fits all. Nothing makes me happier than seeing you have this comment. I have a funny feeling in 10 years when you come back to this comment, being in the trenches will teach you way more. Is Trout home sleeping? Like, I don't understand. Where's Trout? Where's Babin? Where's Trout? Where's Nora? Fucking Nick Dio's hustling. What are they playing? Fucking Fortnite or something? I'm confused. All right, they're working good. Okay. You're my favorite.
Hello?
Jeffrey, it's Gary fucking Vaynerchuk.
Get out of town, my man.
I'm leaving town immediately.
You gotta be kidding me.
Where are you from,
You
bro?
are. I'm in Jacksonville, North Carolina. I've traveled the world.
Let's go, bro. Thank you so much for supporting me. Everybody tonight who buys empathywines.com is my family. It means the world to me. I have 25,000 fucking cases to sell. I've sold 5,000. So you can just imagine I got work to do.
Yeah, don't. That's crazy. I'm stoked, speechless.
Thank you, bro. What can I answer
No,
for you?
I appreciate the call. I just want to let you know. I mean, you've already done enough for me. Your perspective, man. I've watched a lot of your stuff. I just want to talk to you about perspective and how you've changed my perspective in a sense.
Please.
Just I remember one show I watched changed my life. It's something I already knew, but like your show just really did numbers. And then you said flip a coin. That was your response to someone. Like they were like talking about looking back and so on and so forth. Just flip a coin and don't look back.
I remember. I remember that.
Yeah, ever since I saw that, it was about December 2014. I flipped a coin with me and my kids. I'm a single parent, just me and my kids, and I've never looked back. No regrets. Like,
I love people overthink dumb shit because they think somebody's watching. Nobody's watching. One of the great one of the great things I've been thinking a lot about is the audacity of people thinking other people care. At the profile level that I'm at, one of the reasons I tell everybody that when I die, that I'll get a half a day on social media and everybody will move on, is to try to help everybody realize that nobody means jack shit. The second you realize nobody gives a fuck, like they got their own fucking problems, you can live fucking free.
Yes.
I don't have the fucking ego or audacity to think anybody gives a fuck about my fucking life. They got their own fucking shit.
Amen to that. And that's the, I have never been happy. I've lived a happy life, don't get me wrong. I fucking love my life. I love my kids. But that perspective right there, that nobody gives a fuck, when you actually truly accept that, life is so much better because you don't care.
And it doesn't mean the world's bad. There's plenty of people that quote unquote give a fuck, but in the macro, for everybody who's watching right now that lost a loved one, think about the fact that you might have lost a mother, father, even the worst child, and then a year later you're living your life. That's how humans roll. I don't have the audacity to think I'm special. I don't give people like I don't give a fuck to have 5.4 million followers on Instagram. That means dick. It means nothing. It means fucking nothing.
I mean,
do you understand?
To each their own, but no, I understand. Like you've made a world of difference. But I do have a question. So I mean, you've already done so much, but just want to give you a quick background. So I've got a career right now. I joined the military at 18. I've been in for about 15 years, and realistically, I could retire in 5 more years, and I'll retire at 38 and still be young. Like that's pretty cool.
Truth.
But the reality of it is, I might like it. How do I explain this? I love what I've done with my life, but I'm ready to move on. I'm tired. It's been 15 years as a single parent. So what I did was, my daughter, bless her soul, she watched Nailed It, and she wanted to make cake pops.
Okay.
And I shit you not, like I was like, all right, cool, we'll make cake pops. December 14th. We have been making no less than 100 cake pops.
Go ahead.
We have made no less than 100 cake pops a week. I've invested, I call it an investment, I've invested about 2.5K. We've made back about 1.5K.
So you're down
right
1,000.
now, I'm down 1,000, but if you look at the numbers, the first month I was down negative 735, December. January, I was down negative 500. February, I was down negative 200. Right now in March, I'm up positive 300 because I did what you said.
Go figure.
I did what you said.
Go figure. That's exactly right. Keep talking. Preach it to them.
Because what I did is I listened to you. That's all I did was listen to you.
Smart.
I used Facebook. I'm a single parent in the military. I use that to my advantage, and I advertise that. And but there's the end state is I want to help people. I know that it's a double-edged sword, but I went on Instagram, like you said, and I just went search Jacksonville, random people. Every night I make it a goal. No less than 20 people on Instagram, random people.
Preach.
Hashtag swole.
Preach.
Hashtag good going. Hashtag
Preach.
you look great.
Preach.
Hashtag this. Hashtag that. Every night, no less than 20 people, because you posted recently on Instagram. 10% of you will go out there and do this. 60% of you will stop. 40% won't. Like, I'm the one that keeps going. And now my kids and I have a Facebook page. In less than 2 months, we're up to 218 likes. And that's just, it's great. It's just listening to you.
Bro.
All we got to do is listen. We don't even have to ask you anything. We just got to listen.
I'm putting out the shit for free. Motherfuckers have to execute.
That's all I got to do. That's all, and that's what I wanted to say. I appreciate you've changed perspective. Like you're doing great things. Like, and I think that's the best thing I can do for you is just let you know that what you're doing is working. Because last thing I'll get off. I know you got a lot of people phone calls to make, but recently in the past 2 weeks, people have hit me up in my community saying, "Hey, I don't want to insult you or your kids, but we respect what you've been doing, and we were just wondering how you got started. How did you start your business? Can we start selling our cakes? Do you mind if I do that? Like, and just reminding you of that episode you said, when people start copying you, you've made it. So I'm only like 4 months in, but I'm just listening. All this perspective and all this preaching you do, it's real talk. You just got to listen and execute.
Brother, I know, bro, the amount of people, the thousands of people that take my content, repackage it, and then sell it, and think that I'm a sucker is way more than you can ever imagine. They're just confused because they're running sprints and I'm running marathons.
No, I just appreciate what you're doing.
I know what I'm about. I know. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm proud of you, bro.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
executing. I'll keep pushing it out.
Thank you, thank
keep
you.
doing it. I'm happy as fuck for you. And I'm so grateful for you to buy.
Oh, that was, sorry. That wine. So I got to talk to you about the flip. Last thing, I promise. The flip.
Go.
Future flip hasn't happened yet. That wine you just sent me, I was wondering what I'm going to do with it because I quit drinking. However, these cake pops I'm making, I recently made some rum cake. So these wine bottles,
yes.
I could easily make some wine cake pops.
You make
easily.
the wine. You make the wine cake pops and email me. I will give it love and change the course of your business.
It's going to happen. It's not if. It's when.
It's done. Love you, bro. Thank you.
Where do I email you at?
Gary@VaynerMedia.com.
Gary@VaynerMedia.com. All right. I will send you an email, and I'll let you know when I got the wine. Once I receive the wine, I'll make the cake pops.
Love you, bro. Good luck.
Thank you.
I might throw up. I don't get drunk ever. I'm actually fairly okay with a little buzz. You look like D-Rock a little bit, Dustin, but other than that, I'm good. Go ahead, Nate. Rock up, you got something? That's it. You good? Yeah. It's funny, a lot of people talked about management. Yeah. You know, not being the owner, and a lot of people didn't, a lot of people assumed listening to the masses versus having the decision rights.
Yeah,
it's interesting. You replied, right? Yeah. Yo, Tyler, it's Garyvee.
Who?
Tyler?
Yeah.
It's Gary. It's Gary fucking Vaynerchuk.
Oh shit!
First of all, thank you so much. Tyler, thank you so fucking much for buying Club Empathy.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude.
It means a lot to me, dude. It really means a lot to me.
I can tell.
Like, dude, I got 25 fucking thousand. You know, I'm not sitting here fucking jerking myself off for 4 hours. I got fucking work to do, bro. I've sold 100 cases in 4 hours. Like, I get paid fucking $200,000 to speak for an hour. Like, Nate's really fucked me here. Like, I got work to do.
You got a lot of work to do.
Dude, I have so much work to do. And it's great, right? Because I think people think you get fancy and you don't have the humility. Like, I'm about the work, you know? And like the thousands of people that are watching, like, they don't understand how an order right now, even a 3-pack, if you don't order, I don't think that people understand how much 9 bottles at $27 a bottle means the fucking world to me.
Yeah, I can tell, dude. And I think it's great. Obviously, it's named Empathy because you care. So I would think that.
And back to empathy, so much of my audience can't afford $720.
Yeah.
You know, so I get it. Like, I get it. I'm thankful for anybody who can. What can I help? What can I answer for you?
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Nora, somebody in the comments, Coffee Donut Fest, just said, love to sell 500 cases at our festivals. Figure that fucking out. Go ahead, bro.
Well, can I apologize. Your email real quick?
What time is it? 12:16, 5 hours. People are waking up in Europe now. We're looking for people to buy 1,000 cases in like Europe, Germany, London. If you're one of those ballers, email me at Gary@VaynerMedia.com. Go ahead, bro. I apologize.
Yeah, no, that's fine, man. So, a lot of your content is kind of related to some B2B, obviously growing your own brand, you know, social media type stuff, and I love it. Learned a lot. For me, though, it seems a little bit different, so I'm looking for a little bit direction, very applicable to what I do. Build badass cars. We do, yes, design, prototype, and production of composite parts right now.
Okay.
And we took a Chevy Corvette, made a wide body kit for it, completely redesigned it, made it sick as fuck.
Okay.
Really gonna pioneer the
the trend of this car becoming one of the hottest cars to modify in the future here.
Okay.
And I was going to see kind of some insight of what you thought of how to start kicking that off and getting some people to fall in love with this thing.
I would DM influencers around the people that would be most likely to be paying attention to what you're doing.
Yep.
I think Instagram has the attention of this audience at scale.
Yep.
Attack that.
Yeah, exactly. And what do you think then, like, because I thought of a few ideas as far as like doing like a build with maybe some YouTubers or something where we actually build a kit for them, come help them build the car, you know, and document the whole transformation of this.
I would DM a bunch of influencers on Instagram that have over 1 million followers and find out how they would like ask them how they would like to collaborate.
Okay.
Instead
over
of,
a million?
What's that, brother?
Over 1 million followers, you said?
Yeah, over 1 million, because
Yeah,
you want it
yeah.
worth your time, because it's a lot of work for you.
Right. But in related to cars.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
You understand?
So
I think that, and you ask them flat out, like, what would you like to do?
Right. And I kind of figured you would say that. So maybe if we could, you know, dig a little bit deeper when it comes to like the custom automotive realm, what would you say other than social media to try to really get down and dirty?
Well, let's work backwards. What are you trying to accomplish?
Like overall?
Yeah.
I would say my legacy would be somewhat like Christopher von Koenigsegg in the hypercar market.
So what end consumer do you think really brings you the most value?
Well, I guess where we're at right now to where that would be completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Right now,
And
though,
by the way, before you worry about your macro long-term ambitions, you need to execute what's in front of you, right? So that's important.
Exactly. Yep, you bet. So right now, it'd be guys that are very interested in modifying cars, you know, eat, sleep, breathe cars, and are willing to spend and take a little bit of time, I'd say a fair amount of time to build the car and spend probably about over $100,000 transforming it.
So where is that community living? Like in forums, in YouTube? Like where do you think that, like, forums feels like a real place where that community is playing out?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty popular there.
Uh-huh.
And also on Instagram, I would definitely say that there's a lot going on with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a huge fan of DMing on Instagram. I feel like there's so much fucking business development happening in there.
Right. And so I definitely agree with that.
Hold on real quick, I apologize. Back on, let's get that distribution in Kentucky, 1,000 cases easy. This is on Twitter, Nora. On Twitter, Paul Blackburn, at Paul Blackburn. He's talking about 1,000 cases easy in Kentucky. We need to follow that lead. Okay. Paul Blackburn. Really?
Yeah.
Kentucky's one of the states we can't ship to?
Yeah, not yet. You have to be a wholesale.
What about a distributor? Yeah, we can go through a distributor. I apologize, buddy. 1,000 cases in Kentucky got me excited. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So yeah, kind of going to the next thing is one thing that I know, kind of doubling down on what I'm good at. I've been struggling with the website. I do a lot, but trying to focus on what I'm really good at. I was trying to think of how I could reach out to kind of collaborate with some guys that are looking to help develop our website so we can really push some of this product.
Smart. So how are you thinking about doing that?
Well, kind of like you were saying, hitting some people up on Instagram and stuff.
Dude, honestly, I'm shocked by how many people are hungry and want something in life and are not spending 2 to 3 hours a day sending custom emails on LinkedIn and DMing custom things on Instagram. I'm just shocked.
Right.
Like,
so then in our local,
dude, I used to spend 11 hours a day, 7 hours a day, 4 hours a day on Instagram. On Twitter in 2007 to 2011, just engaging.
Right, yep. And I've been really dry at that lately, trying to handle everything else, and that's kind of where I figured if I'm not generating the time, I need to kind of collaborate with somebody that actually can get it done.
Agreed. Do that.
And you think, though, it'd be fine with somebody that's not located within our vicinity?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
And what do you feel that would be of value to them?
You ask them what they value.
and searching for what? Like, say if I was going to search my college.
Hashtags and like hashtags.
Yeah.
Got it?
Then, yep. And then the next thing I would say is you just talked to the Take-Two CEO.
Yep.
And we have the ability to and really would love to build a car from the Gran Turismo franchise.
Send me an email. I'll set that up.
Because it would seriously be amazing for them to promote
send me an email.
at their
I'll
shows.
set it up.
And trying to like think of things kind of like around what you talk about, like people taking selfies in front of this thing would make it feel like they're in the game, you know?
Send me an email. I'll send that up 100%.
I will do.
Gary at VaynerMedia. Love you, bro. Thank you.
I'll finish up the renderings. Thanks, man.
All right, let's keep it going.
Where's Rob?
What are you talking about, D-Rock? Macro or micro?
Both.
Good.
Get
It's 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Quick thing, this has to be sustainable. There's still like 20. How many people?
I mean, there's more coming in. So.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do, everybody watching, because you're probably falling asleep. We're gonna capture. This is gonna be the last one. We'll capture everybody else. We'll send them an email, and we're gonna schedule.
Hi, this is Eric.
Eric, it's Gary Vaynerchuk.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Gary, how are you,
That's
man?
me. Yeah, I'm amazing.
Are you sobering up yet at all?
I am so. You know what's funny, bro? I am actually slightly sobering up. Now it's just fucking late.
Holy shit, dude. It is great to talk to you again. I saw you in Phoenix a couple months ago. I was one of those 9 people in the room that got 2 hours with you.
That's awesome, bro. Did you enjoy that?
Oh, it was awesome. I'm the guy, the sign guy that made that sign for you, and then in business with my dad. We were on Garyvee.
I remember you very vividly, brother.
Thank you, man. You know what? I just want to thank you for all you've done. The advice that you gave me in that room, I started doing advertising, and it's working, man. It's working. My subscriber rate's going up. The sales are going up. It's working just like you said it would.
You know what's funny? I say this all the time. I'm going to say it one last time before I get out of here. The business advice I give is similar to fitness advice around, hey Gary, I'd like to get into better shape, and I say, work out daily. Obviously some stretch days, you know, obviously your body can only handle so much, and eat extremely healthy. It's not gonna be pills, it's not some weird exercise that's not sustainable. Do the right things. That's my business advice, and it's super exciting for me to see certain people that then go and execute it and actually get the results. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, and like we talked about in the room, you know, advice is great, but if you don't put it into play, it ain't worth nothing. You know, if you don't execute, it's worth nothing.
My free advice is vulnerable to your execution.
Yeah.
The reason I put out shit every single day is for my legacy, am vulnerable to you actually acting on the advice that I give.
Absolutely, man. I agree 100%.
Garyvee doesn't work when you don't do it.
Right, and unfortunately, I think there's a huge amount of people that listen to your advice, but they do nothing with it.
A lot of people use me for motivation, which is a short-term fix, instead of execution, which I'm putting out every day. I keep telling people, stop watching what I say and start executing on what I do.
Absolutely.
It's 12:26 in the morning. I'm live on 4 different social networks. I have 25,000 cases to sell. I've sold 100 tonight over 4 hours.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, I don't drink wine. I've never liked it, but you know what? If I was ever going to start drinking wine, I figured I'm going to give yours a shot. Fortunately, my wife likes wine, so she'll probably be drinking most of it, or if it turns out I like it, I'll start drinking it. But worst case scenario, I'll give it to customers.
Bro, when I tell you that we produced a $40 to $50 wine, that when you give it to clients and customers, it's gonna make you look tremendous. Like the amount of businesses, the amount of entrepreneurs watching tonight that for $720 a year, could subscribe right now for the 3-pack, which is like $27.54, what's that? 54, 70, 84, 83, 81. One of the things that I think is one of the great arbitrages is that tonight everybody who's watching can go to empathywines.com and spend $81 to buy the 3-pack subscription and buy it for a client. Do we have notes, Nate, when people buy?
You can do it.
But is it in this, like on the website? Like my big thing, here's my big thing on subscription gifts. If I'm a business person watching tonight, for $81, you can go buy a 3-pack subscription for like 4 or 5 clients. And that means that 3 times a year, they get a package in the mail that makes them think of you. And if you have a business for $81,
it's cheap. It's super cheap.
It's beyond cheap. For $81 to hit up, like if you go and take your top 10 clients and go to empathywines.com right now and buy an $81 subscription, the confidence I have that you'll get $810 back in business, because come the summer or come the fall when they get the 3-pack of the red and it's from you, and then they think of you, and then they do a $5,000 thing with you. Like, people don't invest in their businesses.
And it just doesn't make any sense. It's, you know, I didn't even know about that, the whole buying the sneakers thing in order to get a phone call with you. But then when I saw this tonight, for $720, you're actually getting a product, and to be able to get on the phone with you, oh my God, it's a best deal around, man. So here's my question. I want to come over to 4Ds in LA, and as a matter of fact, I got an email from your guy.
Do you know about the $10,000 to $12,000 swing that Sasha Group is about to switch?
Well, yes, I know. So in order to get the 10 grand, I got to do it by the end of the month, right?
That's right.
Right. So, I just don't know. I'm gonna scrape the money together however I can, because I definitely want to be there. I've been talking to Nick a little bit through email, and then I got another email from somebody else.
Let me say this. It's a good piece of advice. If you had to scrape to get to 10,000, I'd rather you wait a year and comfortably get to 12,000.
Okay.
Like, we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you. But, and listen, I've never been more confident about 4Ds. We have all, like, Nick, I see Nick in the background. I fucking love Nick. He's eating fucking cereal. Like, we've never been more confident about the $10,000 investment, because we now have so many case studies of people that, I mean, fucking case studies of people making millions of dollars. Like, it's crazy. But I personally, as the CEO, would rather you comfortably in 18 months get to 12,000 than scrape to get to 10. You understand?
I understand. But what's the chances in 18 months that it's up to 15 or 20?
My question, I don't know. I don't want to bullshit you. But I'll tell you,
I know.
I'll tell you this. A lot of times, 18 months later, 20 is easier than 10.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just that's kind of the delta.
No,
that's the decision I have to make.
Yeah, that's the decision you have to make. Now the question becomes, and we've experienced this, and I see Nick in the background, there's a lot of people that scraped 10,000 together, and then that was the thing that helped them get to a place that changed the course of their careers. So, I don't know. I will say this though. Me personally, I'm more comfortable about 12,000 being easier than 10,000 being scraping.
Yeah.
Dude, you have to understand, I make $250,000 to give a speech. When Sasha Group gets 10,000 ahead for 4Ds or 12,000, I make like 18 bucks.
Right.
You coming and coming to 4Ds and then 4 months later being like, fuck, I had to scrape to that and it didn't bring me value because you didn't get value out of that. Yeah. That's a vulnerability for my brand that I don't want for 18 fucking dollars.
Well, I say that, and the fact is, because of the advice that I've put into play and executed that you gave me 2 years ago. Because of that, my business has tripled. And I do have the money. I can do it. It's just a matter of whether I justify.
Dude, this goes back to the thing that fucks with everybody. I give so much without expectation. Like, when people hear that, like a lot of people are watching right now, like, fucking fuck. Like, the amount of money creation I've made with my free advice at scale with zero, like, bro, do you understand there's people that have made hundreds, then thousands, then tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands, then millions, who are literally watching right now and are not willing to buy $720 worth of wine from me?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's something that one has to wrap their head around if you're going for legacy. It actually fundamentally doesn't bother me. I'm just trying to figure out how. Here's my big thing. That's one thing. If you made like 500,000 or 50,000 more because of my free advice, would I love for you to buy empathywines.com, like a 3-case pack for $720? Of course. My bigger one that brain fucks the shit out of me is the 1,000 people that are watching right now who actually will go to a local liquor store or supermarket and buy $20 wine because they drink one. Like, it's the same thing with the sneakers, right? Like, here's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you wear sneakers and you buy sneakers for 90 to 100 bucks, I want you to buy my K-Swiss. If you don't, I don't. Keep consuming the free stuff. Like, if you buy 36 bottles of wine a year in the $15 to $25 range, I kind of want you to buy my wine. Like, are you really valuing going to Albertsons or Costco or Bevmo or Binny's or Total Wine? Like, who the fuck wants to go to a store? Just order it on fucking empathywines.com and let it be delivered to you.
Right. Well, and you know, and the point is too, is what kind of value have they got from you over the last 2 years or however long they've been, you know,
here's the biggest key. The reason this whole thing works for me is for all the people that are watching, I actually don't expect it.
Yeah.
I've been live now for 4 hours. Nate, how much have we sold? What's your gut tell you?
Like 150 cases-ish.
150 cases for 4 hours is like a joke. I have 25,000 to sell.
I get it. So let me ask you this, one last question. I know you're on speed round, so one last question. Am I better off trying to, if I'm going to pay 10 grand, you know, before the end of the month, am I better off doing a barter and getting 10 grand worth of wine?
100%.
Even if I...
Bro. Like,
so how do I do it?
For the few, you go to empathywines.com, go to Google, email Nate, N-A-T-E, at empathywines.com. He'll handhold you. Like, this 5 minutes where I'm trading $10,000 worth of wine for a free seat at 4Ds is like the greatest deal ever. Like, poor Nick is like putting on his coat because he's leaving now because he's like, fuck, I just lost $10,000 in my P&L. This fuckface Nate just got it in his. My big thing with you and everybody else who's watching is if you go to the barter page and you try to make a trade, if we say yes, you get an asset. Like 240, what is that, like 40 cases? Yeah.
42 is
Dude, you're gonna get 42 cases of wine. Here's my thing. You can either pay $10,000 to come to 4Ds and get nothing, or you can buy 10, or you can get 42 cases of wine and get 4Ds for free, and then you as a businessman, entrepreneur, might be able to use those 42 cases as surprise and delight, throw a party, donate it to a charity. Like, it's an asset. Of course you should go through barter. Now, here's the fun thing. There's only 5,000, 6,000 people watching right now that even know about this barter opportunity.
Right. So I need to email Nate at empathywines.com.
And say, hey, I want to do the barter. He'll hook you up with Nick, and you'll buy $10,000 worth of wine. They'll ship it to you, and you'll get the 4Ds ticket for free. Like, it's just fucking smart. Even if you give it to your fucking neighbors, be popular in town.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was like the sneaker deal that I missed out on.
Fucking $5 a bottle. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. No, I mean, it just makes sense. It just makes sense.
Of course,
and I missed out on the sneaker deal.
Buy something that you get nothing with, or buy the same thing that gives you 42 fucking cases of wine. I don't know if you know this, but the red wine will last for 20 years. Put it in your fucking basement and serve it at your fucking daughter's bar mitzvah or wedding, or I don't fucking know.
Shit, man, I'm a grandpa. I'm a grandpa. I got 5 grandkids, so I'll serve it at my granddaughter's wedding.
You're a dude. You sound like you're 23. You fucking broke my face just now.
I got 5 grandkids, man.
How old are you?
I'm 58.
You sound 12.
Well, remember when we were talking in that group? My dad is.
Yes,
he was
dude,
working at. My dad's 85 years old. He's still working hard every day.
Bro, I do remember. One of the things you can do, back to what I remember, you can run some really smart contests for free cases of wine.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Nick, your goose is cooked.
Okay, now I am totally naive. Can I ship wine?
It's a little tricky, but Nate's shaking his head. But honestly, the government cares less about humans than they care about businesses. You know?
Okay.
You're where again?
All right.
Where is it? Nevada, North Dakota. Where are you again?
I'm in Arizona.
Arizona. Dude, honestly, there's so much you can fucking do.
I'll figure it out.
I know you will.
I'll figure it out.
Dude, it's a no-loss proposition. You either buy a 4Ds ticket and get nothing, or you buy a 4Ds ticket and get 42 fucking cases of wine.
Holy shit, that's a no-brainer.
Right, just like when you get it shipped, like literally take a case to the public library and be like, here.
Yeah, no, I got all kinds of things I can do with it. Yeah, no doubt.
It's an asset.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, dude, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now.
I know you're tired as shit, man.
I'm not tired. I'm fucking too pumped up. I'm going to go to sleep at 3:30 because I'm high as a fucking kite. All right, I gotta get out of here.
Gary,
see ya.
Thank you again so much for all you do, man. I love you.
Love you. All right, everybody who's watching. There's probably 20 or 30 of you. Nate with my admins. Alex, you're a fucking beast. Like, fuck Tyler. Like we will reach out to you. We'll send a bulk email to all of you. Once Tyler, Alex, Nate come together, we'll probably allocate 2 hours in the next 30 days, and we'll call all of you. Thank you, everybody who's watching. I'm about to go in the car, go home. Please hit me up on Twitter, Garyvee, with your hot take, your 2 cents on tonight. It was clearly an epic night. And for the people who are watching tonight, if at bare minimum 9 bottles, you've heard it tonight. This whole entire marathon sold 150 cases. I need to sell 25,000. I'm in deep shit. So if you can find it in your heart, if you can afford it, don't extend yourself. But if you can afford it, if you buy wine, if you have gifts, if you have clients, if you have a business, if you have a lobby in your office that you can put it in, if you want to do a happy hour for your clients or employees, like if you're thinking about buying gifts in December for clients, like it would mean the world to me if you could buy a 9-bottle subscription, which is 3 bottles of each, 3-bottle subscription, 18 bottles, 6-bottle subscription, and the ultimate, the Club Empathy, which gives you Nora and the rest of the team as a sommelier for you on text, the Club Empathy, $720 all in. I'm gonna leave you with this last right hook. If you're still watching, and I see about 5,000 of you right now, empathywines.com, like it would mean the world to me if Nate texted me in 7 minutes and said, fuck, we got a flood of orders. 3-pack subscriptions, 6-pack subscriptions, case subscriptions actually matter the most. I'm slurring, I'm finished. But it would really, really mean a lot to me. If there's anything of value that I've given, it really, really fucking matters. I don't know what else to say. So, what is it, a 3-pack subscription is all in at 81? No, 243. You only get billed 81 tonight, 243 and all in. And if you want the rosé that I fucking flipped for tonight, we're gonna be offering it as, you can buy them for, count on it. Thank you so much. Thank you, the dude. Yes, Nate, people are asking if they can give a subscription to clients. When they order,
just put in their information for the shipping information.
Is there a note, as like a note card?
No, but they can email us and we can do it.
Okay, real quick, if you email Nate or Nora, are you N-O-R-A? Mm-hmm. If you email Nate or Nora or John, Jon, at empathywines.com, let me say it one more time, John, Nora, Nate, When you order a subscription, if you put in the person that you're shipping to address and you want to email them a note that you want to put in there, A, let's hit up Lucid Fusion and get that feature in, and B, means the world to me. I would love your support. It would matter a lot to me if Nate texted me in 15 minutes and said, holy fuck, we just got a flood of orders, 3-pack subscriptions, only $81 billed tonight, $240 for the year as they come out. That's my ask. Thank you so much. And if you want to do something crazy, it's Google Empathy Wines Barter, because I think it's empathywines.com/.
It's if they go to the Empathy Wines, it's
there's a tab on Barter.
Yeah.
On Barter. Barter, we're looking for. Yeah, D-Rock. I fucking drank a bottle of wine. What do you fucking want from me? See you, I love you. Yes, you saw the preview to 004s tonight if you were here. I know, it's cool. See you.
Good work. Good work.
That was fucking